Hello everyone, welcome to Baldur's Gate Framed. Thank you for joining us for an evening of Dungeons and Dragons. I'm Chris, I will be your Dungeon Master for tonight, and we're thrilled to be streaming at twitch.tv/adventurerswanted and twitch.tv/D&D. For those who don't know what Dungeons and Dragons is, in case you wandered into this channel by accident, all people here, apart from me, are players. They play characters in a fantasy universe. And they have character sheets in front of them, and those character sheets basically tell them what they can and can't do. 9 times out of 10, they're rolling a 20-sided dice, that's one of these, and then they're adding a number off that sheet to it, or taking it off if they're really, really bad at something.
Why did you waste it?
I didn't know it was going to happen.
Nat 20.
No, it was a 20.
Yeah, it was a nat 20.
Anyway, so the players will decide what they want to do and roll their dice, keep things, random, and I will describe the world around them and how their choices have impact on the world around them. Their choices and their choices alone.
No consequences.
Yeah, what it is.
Damn it.
So, between that, them doing that, and me doing that, we will tell our story. So, what has been happening in our story? Well, you're on episode 7 of Baldur's Gate Framed, so if you haven't seen anything up till now, I would strongly advise going back and watching the first 6 on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/adventurerswanted to get a slightly better sense of what's going on, because we're going to dive straight in halfway through at the point when our band of 5, framed for a crime that they didn't commit, taken from their home, the city of Baldur's Gate, now on the very outskirts of said city, accused of murder, stealing some paintings which they have lost, and with a potential plan in place to forge said paintings and try and use them to flush out the murderers of your mother, the person Member is accused of murdering.
Stepmother,
yes, thank you. However, with all these plans in place, with you in Riddington on the very outskirts of Baldur's Gate, trying to potentially find your way back into the city and back into your lives, unfortunately, you went to sleep and woke up and the city was on fire. Not Baldur's Gate proper.
Barely a city. It's
just
like,
Rivington. Yeah, just this bit.
Just a little towny area of...
Let's not call it towny, shall we? Anyway, what is running through your characters' minds? Can you please give me your character's name and your character's pronouns, and your name and your pronouns as well, and maybe a little snapshot of how they're feeling right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Shit's on fire, yo.
Right now.
Where are we starting?
With you, Ed.
I see. Thank you. Hello, my name's Ed. I use he, him pronouns, which is the same as my character, Viorica Yordash, who is a ward of a patriarch family, but has rather fallen, spectacularly from grace. He was part of the upper echelons of society, but now the house that he belonged to is in ruins, charred ruins, he thinks, and basically anyone who's ever looked out for him is dead, apart from these fine fellows here, fellows and ladies and everybody here, who have been looking out for him very well and only got him killed nearly a few times.
Killed?
All right, unconscious, sorry. But they put him through a lot of...
Dead, yeah.
There's a lot of character building that's been happening. Deeply character building, the whole process. And now he is... how is he feeling right now? He's worried because there are flames, and flames are not good.
Hello, I'm Anna, and I'll be playing Lilith Royer, who uses she, her pronouns, much like myself. They are not an illusionary wizard. They are a wizard of illusory magic. And probably she's just waking up and being like, in the famous words of, "Oh no, not again."
Yes.
So it's all going to shit, is it?
You drag tragedy in your wake, don't you?
Yeah.
I'm Chris. I use he and they pronouns, and I play everyone.
And the thing we spoke about last week.
Yeah.
Weather.
Oh, and I play the weather.
Really important.
It's been happening.
Very important. And I play the fire.
There's fog, and currently there's
fire and the weather.
It's going downhill. We should not have asked for weather. We regret our choices.
I wish it would rain, to be honest.
No,
rain would help.
Really useful right now.
I'm going to look forward to describing the weather in the opening monologue.
That's right, Chris.
My name is Shamini. I use she, her pronouns. I'm playing Shakti, who uses she, her pronouns too. She's a human sorcerer. She's from Rivington, which is where we are now. She left to try and find a less crimey life, And
Crimey-wimey.
it was a little bit crimey-wimey, and then she worked for a really nice dwarf in a paint shop.
And then it all went.
And then he was just like, we're just going to do a little bit of crime, but it's not really a crime. He didn't think it was a crime. It was clearly a crime. And yeah, escaping back here was like such a nice relief. It's like, yes, I'm like, this is the first moment we've had feeling just like slightly safe since while everyone's trying to kill us, and now it's on fire.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about it. Oh yeah.
It's literally like the meme of the
This
dog
is my
sitting on the
home.
thing, being
I was
like
going to say, yeah.
the flames rolling up, and the dog just sitting there, being like,
It's
"It's fine."
fine.
It's fine.
Hi, I'm Steve. I use he, him pronouns, as is my character, Abernathy Whistlepocket, said dwarven art shop owner, who over the last couple of weeks, things have gone quite bad, but then just were a little bit better. I mean, he had to give away his most prized possession, which was a pocket watch that his wife had made for him, that he'd inset a miniature of her into. But then last week managed to speak to people who had seen her, find out how she was, that she was okay, and has sent her a message. So he's actually feeling a little bit better about things until everything caught fire.
Lovely. Hello, my name is Jaya Baldwin. I use he, him pronouns, and my character Cohen Tiegveld also uses he, him pronouns. And it's been a bit of an emotional roller coaster last time for Cohen, opening up about a few things, spilling all the tea regarding X's and such, or rather X singular. Probably right in this moment is thinking, oh really, this place actually seemed nice, but now it's on fire.
But now it's on fire. Lovely. The night is cool and brisk. Not a cloud in the sky. No pitter-patter of rain to save Rivington from the fires slowly crawling up the outsides of most of the wooden houses around the edges of this space. But before I get into that too much...
Nearly did it again.
Nearly did it again. I often forget to do intros because I'm super professional. Yes. This stream will run for roughly 3 hours or so, and there will be a 5 to 10 minute break somewhere near the middle. We are delighted to be sponsored by D&D Beyond, the official digital tool set for Dungeons & Dragons. Everyone's using D&D Beyond digital character sheets. There's also a compendium of rules and monster stat blocks and the rest online. And you can also use their lovely character builders and Twitch extension, which is on the right-hand side of our screen. I believe it's left-hand side of our screen. It's next to Ed and Charmely's heads.
I'm on the far right.
Definitely on the right.
No, you're on the far left.
Hooray!
left.
Oh,
What
it's
I
the
always
left.
wanted.
Yes,
It's on,
my right.
it's on the left. It feels right to us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Say right. It's left. Yes.
Stage right, which is left. Good.
I'm really glad we sorted that out, to be honest.
We're also sponsored by Ultra Pro, who make dice bags and other assorted D&D paraphernalia, including this wonderful Xanathar the Beholder dice bag. We've been giving these away on the Twitch stream. What you need to do is take part in the Twitch stream. Just take part in the chat. Just chat something lovely, pleasant, supportive, nice. And when you do so, you will be in for a chance to win this Beholder. Now, we've been naming each of the ones that we give away. So, what do we think of as a name for this one?
It was
Barley Bay Bepson.
Barley Bay Bepson.
Barley Bay If you'd like to win
Barley.
Barley,
They all Bepson.
Barley Bay. One name, Barley Bay.
if you'd like to win this bay, then please join us on Twitch chat. UK address holders only, please, because competitions are a thing and rules are a thing. Good, lovely. Finally, we play with a diverse group of players who play a diverse group of characters and gender identities. Our tables are transpositive, and we encourage and champion trans players and characters in our games. The DM and players will portray characters that are of a different gender to their own, and while we aim to avoid misgendering, we acknowledge it does sometimes happen. So if you note any misgendering, both here or in our social media or anything like that, please do let us know. Always good to be reminded and corrected. Mm-hmm. Without further ado, let's begin. As I said, it's cold.
Oh, what a surprise.
Not a raindrop in the sky. It's the middle of the night. You don't know what time it is because digital watches aren't a thing, but 2-3 a.m. And
I just checked my...
Oh, dude.
You have to wind it every morning. You probably rewind it every morning and do it with a church bell or something like that.
Well, it would just need rewinding.
If you rewind it, it'll still be-
It would still go. It would go through
Because
the
metal
night.
makes them work so well.
I see.
All you have to do is rewind it. And it won't
Anyway, you
use
don't have
much
your watch, so
time.
it's moot.
No,
the
Sudden knowledge of watches come from.
Probably QI is what I got.
Oh yeah, no, it was me too.
Anyway, Rivington's on fire, as described. You have woken up in a small town on the outskirts of Rivington, where Lakshmana, you're the leader of the Rivington market, the Isakan market, which is the culture that he is from, and also the leader of the Corsairs, the local gang, has been hiding out here after you put his name forward as part of the reason why some of everything that went down with you went down.
Yeah.
But fortunately, he's taken that in his stride as part of this just another day in Baldur's Gate. And now Rivington is on fire. As you see this small town of wooden shacks on the outskirts of Baldur's Gate around you in flames, what would you like to do as you are roused from your slumber?
Who is
Wake
all
up.
five of you are there?
is Lakshman Uncle down here?
No?
I'll run upstairs then.
Okay.
Can't we get the sea? Stupid thing to say, but I'm very tired.
Can't we get the sea?
I don't know. That's what I thought the oracle would say.
You can certainly try.
It's a long way from the sea. So you run upstairs.
Yeah, yeah,
Lakshmana opens the door as you run upstairs.
yeah.
Oh, hi. Okay.
We gotta go.
Yeah, we do.
I'll run back downstairs again.
Runs after you. All six of you are now downstairs. Does Viorica say anything else insightful?
Khan,
Glad you're here.
Khan runs to the door and opens it.
Right, you open the door. The entirety of the city is not on fire. It's not like every single building is on fire. There is a large fire coming from the direction of, from here, from where you can face, looking like it's coming from the north, and a lot of buildings are on fire, and clearly one building is catching the next and catching the next
boy.
and so on.
Yeah.
The area where the market is looks like it is on fire. The road that leads out of here across Worm's Crossing, a gigantic bridge to the north of Rivington, and then that road curves around Dusthawk Hill into Baldur's Gate proper. You can only see it through the flames. You can't see it outside of the fire. But it doesn't look like the bridge is on fire.
Where does Rads live? And is it on fire?
Radhika lives around the market, and yes.
Okay, I say to Lakshman, I go find Rads.
If that's the market, I should come with you as well. Can you look after me? I'm not big on the... I don't really fight people.
Yes,
What
People?
of course we are.
What? Who?
Well, someone set this fire. It didn't just happen at random.
Just
Who are we getting?
wake people up. I'll go find my sister. Just.
Okay.
Around you, every single... People are being woken up and running out of their
Yeah.
houses. People are
Move and
knocking.
move. We've got to move and move fast.
Yes.
Let's go.
Do you move into the fire and the flames?
Yes.
Apparently so.
Right.
I'm going to find
as
I'm
Dragon
going
Force
towards
so
Rads' house,
excellently
just in case.
So you move forward into the
Yeah.
burning city. People are screaming and running around you, and people are running in the same direction that you are, in some cases, trying to help. Others are running away and just running out of town and getting the hell out of Dodge. As you run forward, the fire around you is quite hot, dangerous, like pieces of buildings are falling in around you. It is utter chaos. Can everyone please roll me a dexterity saving throw?
Okay.
Start as we mean to go on.
Yes.
Oh, 19. Right, I think. I think I have a -1 to that.
Oh, crap.
Right there.
I got a 5.
There's new
But
concept
that was with a
Shakti.
+4.
So you got
Because
a
you
one.
rolled a 1.
I did.
Okay.
I did.
What did everyone roll? That's
19.
a 5, 19.
Told you he was tired.
20.
Synthetic 20.
Synthetic 20.
Nat 20. It's
Nat 20. 22.
Yeah.
23.
23.
Every time!
Not 20. That's better than what I got. Come on.
As you're running forward, Viorica, it is overwhelmingly hot, and bits of building are just clattering around you. A piece of building falls, not on top of you, but in front of you, and showers you with sparks.
Oh, crumbs.
You take 4 points of fire damage. You still have your temporary hit.
I know, that's quite important.
As they sizzle, it sizzles slightly against you to brush the fire off you. Everyone's running.
I'm going to do prestidigitation to make it the embers stop.
Great.
Thank you.
I look back to make sure that Lilith is there, and then keep running.
Yep. I'm going to keep running after you. Just a little bit shocked. Yes.
Are you okay? Do you need help? Do you
No. Keep going.
Right, okay.
As you move forward to the market, you can see that the market. There are lots of people running towards the docks, which are on the northwestern side of Rivington, to get water, and people are running up with buckets and putting out flames. As you notice this, you also note that there are some figures moving around here that don't look like they're trying to help put out the fire. If anything, it looks like they have helped to spread it. And as someone runs up and throws a bucket of water into the fire, one figure just steps forward and just grabs hold of this person and forces him to the ground and stabs him in the neck a few times.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Yep. I think these are the baddies.
How far away are they from us?
About 30 feet.
Is that
Oh,
right?
hang on, 'cause
Hello.
we've all got things we can do
Yep.
to save this as yet unnamed character.
Yes, absolutely. Just seeing that is not okay.
What would you like to do?
I would like to do acid splash.
Okay, and I'm doing anything that isn't a cantrip.
Would now be a bad time to cast Burning Hands? Probably.
I was literally thinking, oh, fireball! No.
So it was ixnay on the bolt.
I reckon I'd just run up and attack them with swords.
Okay. With swords.
With
Swords.
swords. I want
Hit
to do
with
vicious.
sword.
I want to do vicious mockery.
Vicious mockery.
You filthy coward! Will you get your revolting hands off that poor person?
Doesn't acid splash do splash damage?
Oh no!
Within.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Yeah, no.
No.
So you were going to start with a firebolt, then you did acid splash. Do you really care about this person?
I will do magic missile. It will just automatically hit.
I'd like to healing word the victim.
You're the only one who actually reacts nicely. That's really lovely.
Can you all make me various attack rolls
Nope.
or
'cause
heal
I was
me?
go roll damage.
That's fine. Attack rolls, damage, all the rest of it. Just roll everything.
Do I get to
Roll everything!
Four.
do I get to attack with both swords or one sword? Yay, 2 swords. When 2 swords
many
go to war.
fiery-
14
Wisdom saving throw, please, for this person.
Everything at once!
14 points of damage.
14.
Yeah,
Okay.
of force damage. Yeah.
Okay.
That'll do.
1 hit at 20 and 1 hit at 24.
Okay, cool.
Wow, we have dealt with this person.
This is horrifying.
No.
I did do that.
I'm gonna wait and see what happens before doing anything.
Okay, the magic missile was enough to take this person out.
Yeah.
So I'm not
As you all
wasting-
run in, as you heal the person who's being stabbed,
7.
Seven. As you all run in, this person just gets blasted back into the fire and just almost vanishes into the flames.
Nice.
The person who was stabbed is getting what happened?
Run!
Okay.
Oh, well, that was
run off.
Could we just? Oh, no, fine.
They run off out of the fire, and you can see around you more dark figures carrying torches and setting fire to things. And there are
Nail
people
them.
around you putting fires out. Members of the Corsairs as well around you. Tell me what you'd like to do, or we're rolling initiative, and then we'll decide how it works.
So sorry, there's some of the flame. I'm guessing flaming fist.
You don't know.
I'm not flaming fist. I didn't mean flaming fist. I
I meant the
meant the
cult.
cult.
Yeah.
I still want
Yeah.
to run.
Cohen's probably just going to attack the nearest person that looks like they're
Yeah.
trying to set more fires.
I want to
Okay.
run through.
What I'm.
Okay.
This may take us into the initiative thing. I want to see if I can figure out who is a sort of high-ranking person because I want to cast Crown of Madness on them.
Ooh.
That's my plan.
Right. Well, in which case,
Stop it once.
if everyone has different things they want to do, initiative rolls make the most sense to me.
Yeah.
So if you want to roll initiative, please.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's right.
Anyone get above a 20?
In this corner, not today.
Oh,
Anyone else? 20? No. Above a 15.
18.
16.
17.
You
Beat
two
me
just...
by 1. It's your turn.
This is a good competition.
Good. As the most reactive.
Anyone above a 10?
12.
12.
5.
5. Lovely stuff. Right, Abernathy, what would you like to do? You are in the flames around you at various points are roughly 10 to 15, you're not
Holy
sure.
crap.
Figures, various different cultists. You do see the sort of red masks you've seen before, glinting in the firelight. You also see the strange skulls on the end of a flail hanging off some belts, and 1 or 2 very blackened hands. Right.
Yeah.
It's the entire cult.
But there's no other citizens, if you like, around.
Some citizens are still running in between and around trying to get away, and there are Corsairs around as well that are going to try and assist you.
Because I know that Ashakti was going to run possibly further into the flames
Mm.
after her sister.
Mhm.
So I would like to hold my action to follow if she runs. I can't hold movement, can you?
You can hold a dash.
Yeah.
I'll hold the dash.
Okay. Come.
Cool. Is there someone nearby that looks like they're generally setting fires and causing trouble?
Yes, tons.
I run and attack one of them.
Cool. Are you
Like,
going?
oh, hang on. How? Like, is there like 50?
15.
15. Okay. I'll run up and attack the nearest one.
He said 10 to 15.
I did have 10 to 15. I did.
But
I
no,
did
that
have
means
10 to
15, apparently.
Yes, please run up and attack.
Boom.
Do you have a particular kind of? Do you want to go for a particular kind of cultist, or are you just going for the closest one?
I think I'm just going for the closest one.
Coolio.
At this point, he's
Off you
just
go.
quite angry. So that's a 25.
Yeah, that is.
And that's another 25.
Yeah, both
Yeah,
hits.
nice.
You may roll damage on one first.
Roll damage on the first one. Okay, yeah.
I'm assuming this is going to be
That's
Execution.
10 damage.
The first one in front of you that has just leaned down with a torch to set fire to, frankly, a sort of rather beautiful poof.
This pleases me a
You
lot.
just run in and slash up, and they stumble back, looking very much worse for wear. And you can just see the silvery skull clattering at their belt. They're not down.
Take him out, son.
He's killed one of these guys before.
Yeah.
That one wasn't very nice. Assume this one isn't either.
Mhm.
Skulls are the bad. And so the second hit, which we know is a hit,
Yes.
hits for 9 damage.
Yeah, you just 1-2 this person, and they're down on the ground bleeding
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
out with a faint scream. Lovely. You are now sort of in the thick of it as well. Eureka. Looking through, are you looking for someone who's like in charge?
Yeah, it's the most sort of senior looking person. I'm not going to take too long over this, but it's the thing of a scan to see if there's anybody who looks like they would do more damage than any of the others if I was to cast.
Sure. Roll me. I'll allow a free roll on this. It's not an
Thank you.
action. Roll me a perception check.
I think it's double figures.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yay!
All right.
Keep
12.
us updated, won't you?
There is a figure standing in the middle. Looks like they're directing people, and their skull flail glints with an irony hue that looks. Maybe this flail might be an indicator of their rank.
Okay, well, in which case I will try and cast Crown of Madness on this thing. One point of order, though.
Yes, go on.
It doesn't say anything about being a concentration thing if I do enthralling performance. Will I be able to... Crown of Madness requires concentration. Will I be able to do enthralling performance at the same time?
Yes.
I don't see why not if enthralling performance doesn't mention concentration.
No, it
Does
doesn't.
it have the little like thing? next to
No,
it?
no, it
No,
doesn't.
then
That's
Do
what
you
I
not
mean.
have to use an action to make Crown of Madness do anything?
is it like
No, because it's charmed. It's charmed in this way, as in it's got the Crown of Madness. Once it's done that, I can mentally choose the target for it to attack, but I don't have to do anything to make it do that.
It's just an act, but it doesn't require an
Does it
act.
say an action?
On subsequent turns, you must use your action to
Yeah.
maintain control over the target. All the
That's it.
spell ends. Oh, I see. So yeah,
So
I
you-
can't do enthralling performance at the same
No,
time. Then that's
You
fine.
still have to do this.
That's understood. No,
Do
I
you want to
still
do this?
I still want to do this.
What is it?
It is a Wisdom saving throw.
Sorry, mate. That is a 20.
Yeah, no.
Two.
No, absolutely not. Fine.
You try and create this crown around their heads. Actually, you've never done this spell before. What are you doing? What are you doing?
It's
What are you doing?
It's along the lines of it's when you put your fingers either side of a person's head and sort of squeeze in that kind of
No.
Like,
When they-
if I
when they-
say it's a Jaya, right?
yeah you can just, and it just looks in your head like you're like and
It's
so-
like the Leaning Tower of Pisa thing that people do with
yeah
the-
it
Oh, it's
looks like you're
perspective,
carrying
yeah.
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 So it's I'm kind of a perspective strip, but I do actually reach out and try and like pull the thing around his head.
Nothing else.
I know. But I look like an idiot. That's always the key.
That's what we came
That's
here
the
for.
look. Yeah.
You still have movement, and you still have.
Bonus action.
Yeah.
Was there a thing I could do with bonus action? I don't think so.
You've already cast a spell, so unless
Understood.
you're attack and cantrip, no.
No.
You can give inspiration.
possibly.
Bard.
Well, Bard.
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 Is everybody near me?
Yeah. Cohen's run about
In which
30 feet ahead.
case- No, I'm gonna save it. He's not used to giving it to other people. Is the thing.
You can't give it to yourself.
No. I know he has been a very vain and up his own bottom man,
And
and therefore he's not really realizing it's a.
then if it's your turn.
Go for it.
Hello.
Hello.
do I see the figure that you tried to weirdly
Wank.
do thing?
I think so, yes. They're not trying to hide.
And they look like big boss person.
They look like they have some sort of charge of maybe this group of people.
Some sort of charge of this. Some sort of this.
They're not standing there going, "You over there, burn that building." They're not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
They're not micromanaging then.
They don't stand on.
Burn it more.
They don't stand on a central
Follow the
plinth
floor.
going,
To the
"I am in
floor."
charge of this battalion." No,
Battalion.
Is there anyone with a clipboard?
I'll just do a scorching ray because everything's on fire anyway, and scorching ray doesn't actually set everything else on fire.
Right.
So Lilith, knowing that, is just going to do scorching ray
At whomst?
at that person that's
All
supposed to be.
three, or are you going to spread them out? There are
No,
another 14 figures. Well, 13 plus that.
No, let's deal with this
I'll
one.
do.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm with Ed. I'm going to do all three of them at said person
Yaha.
and see what happens. So I'll
Yeah.
just roll 3.
Wow.
Oh, nat 20 on one.
Wow.
So that's a 24 on another, and that's a 17.
All three hit.
Yeah,
Yay!
I am very, very mad.
That's 47 on 3
The
dice.
nat 20
Amazing.
I'll do first. So that's a 10, and I'll double that.
Yep.
So that's 20.
Yeah.
We may have overplayed this. I'm sorry.
26.
Uh-huh.
And 31. 31 points of damage.
You, seeing this slightly central figure, just reach out and fire, and all three beams the first just singes, and
So mad!
and they step back into the flames and start screaming as your bells just burn them to an absolute, and the burnt body collapses.
Reduce them to a cinder.
They're not quite burned away to ash. That's what ash is.
Oh, okay.
They're just crumpled on the ground, burning.
I'd actually turn to Ash and be like, it looks like I have something to learn from you too.
This is amazing.
Right.
Much more effective than
You've
mine.
moved forward.
Yes.
Two cultist steps. Two
Yes.
cultists step towards you.
Okie dokie.
Both of them with the red masks, just diving straight in, looking to give you a good old stabbing.
Let them try.
Step.
That is a 12 to hit
No.
and a 21 to hit.
No. Yeah.
Actually, with
Did
you.
yeah, I was going
On
to say.
some days, I didn't do that trick
Yeah,
against
yeah.
that thing, so I wasn't sure what the situation was.
You take 6 points of piercing damage as you duck under one's hastily thrust dagger, but the other comes in from a slight angle and catches you in the ribs. You haven't started running yet, but the two of you are on the outskirts. Suddenly,
As if by magic.
as if by magic, a sort of strange grasping hand of necrotic energy is going to reach out and try and grab for both of you.
Oh dear.
The first hand streaks towards Abernathy and then just streaks straight past you and sort of grabs into the wall and clenches strangely and dissipates.
Nice.
A Shakti does an 11 hit you.
It shouldn't.
No. One reaches out and grabs towards you and you slide out the way of this hand as it again sort of catches your shoulder slightly, and where it catches your shoulder it's sort of horrible sizzling necrotic energy, but it doesn't actually hurt you at all.
Well, that can't have been good.
Behind you two, two figures step up. They sort of step out of the fire. They're almost partially on fire, and they're both holding their black fists in place. And just reach up and come up to punch you.
Nice.
Lilith,
I say.
24.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as one just reaches in and just like face palms you completely, and the black hand sort of sears into your head and you pull away. Viorica
Yes. This could be a problem.
has cocked. 20 to hit.
20? Yeah, oh yes.
2-0.
Good lord, yes.
You take 5 points of the same thing. This one doesn't reach for your face so much as sort of runs in from behind and punches you in the kidney. You are now all surrounded by these. There are many other cultists around.
Sorry, 5 did you say?
5.
5.
There are many other cultists around, but most of them are focusing on dealing with more fire, putting things out. You've become a nuisance, nothing more than that. Lakshmana, seeing all of this, is going to step back. As Lakshmana steps back, hitting the back of the head, and collapses to the ground.
Oh my god.
Flippity
Right.
flip.
Do we see this happen?
It's up to you.
Okay, yes.
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 That's definitely okay.
There is a yell from the back as about 10 Corsairs come running in to
Good.
assist you. I'm just going to do some general rolls for this.
Come on.
Come on, the Corsairs.
They run in, and they are now engaged with a bunch of. There's now going down the middle of a fight. There are cultists and Corsairs engaged with each other all around you, and it is a complete melee fracas. Where you were planning on running is now full of people.
I'm gonna. Can I
You might be able to make your way through them.
make my way through it, and push past someone using my shocking grasp as I
Oh,
go?
nice.
You can run and shocking grasp someone. None of the cultists wear heavy armour. That's not true. The Bay Knights do. So you could try and grab one of them to give them disadvantage. That might work.
Yeah, I kind of want to do it as I'm kind of trying to get through, trying to like
Yeah, sure, no problem.
like for flavour,
Totally
pulling them
fine.
aside, but not
Yeah.
mechanically. I'm not very strong.
They have a very high AC, but if you break it, if you break it, then because shocking grasp is good against people with armour, that will allow them not to do attacks of opportunity on you.
14.
You try and reach out, pushing through, and as you do, you quickly find yourself surrounded and hemmed in. As you, the sparks from your Mendy try and lash out at people around you, but don't seem to be doing much at all because you're not focusing them enough. But you are stuck. There's no way you can easily move without taking a considerable number of attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
Abernathy, Shakti is moving forward. Do you dash to join her?
I think I would, yeah.
You've already, that's the reaction, that's fine. It is now your turn as you dash to join her, and you're now both hemmed in with fighting happening all around you. And what would you like to do?
Oh, so I thought my action was to dash.
No, that was your held action. It is now your turn.
Oh,
as well.
nice.
Oh, it's my turn as well. All right.
Lakshmana is still lying on the floor,
Yeah.
like behind you.
And
Steve,
have you taken a lot as well?
No, I'm fine.
All right.
Because temporary hit points.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. In that case,
Lakshmi is the
Lakshmana.
Lakshmana, sorry, is the.
yes,
is
I
the
know,
one
but
to
I can twin.
Oh, nice.
But because we're not, they're temporary, so we can't get
Yeah.
them back.
Yeah, we're fine.
That's good point. I will.
Not even down into my hit points yet.
I'm going to healing word, Lakshmana.
Okay.
So I don't know. Maybe it's like an orange one.
Okay.
Kind of watercolory orange,
Oh,
glinting
is it-
through
is
the
it
fire.
you know that thing when you drop like ink or something into water and it makes
Oh
that
yes,
flow?
yes.
Yes, that's very calming and peaceful in the middle of this fight.
And then there's not an awful lot else I can do. I don't have any weapons on me.
Do you not?
No.
No.
You haven't taken an action yet.
Yes, I know. I'm going to take the dodge action.
Fair. Totally fair.
Well, is that holding a no?
No, dodging means that every attack into us is disadvantage.
Oh,
You don't
nice.
really-
Yeah, that works.
Right, so
Good
you're
idea.
with Shakti in the middle of this mess.
Yeah.
With Cohen up ahead of you and these two behind you. Right. Cohen, you're up front. You're surrounded by people. You're fending off 3 different cultists at the same time. There are Corsairs fighting with you. It's a bloodbath. Do you have a particular direction you want to move in? Do you just want to be laying the smack down? Like, give me your overall sense of what you'd like to be doing in this moment, so we can fit that around the messiness of a combat of this size.
Of course. So originally it was just straight up anger that anyone's burning this place down. Go, just immediately attack someone. Now, obviously, the sort of logic sets in as you're like, oh, there's a lot of people here.
Yes.
Probably just saw Lakshmana go down out the corner. Of
Lakshmana's
this.
a way back from.
I did not see that.
Probably not. No.
In which case, I'm probably just gonna, now that I've noticed Corsairs are here and on my team, probably just fight with them. Just try and take down. Yeah.
So do you sort of team up with someone who's fighting someone and work together with them to take them down, that sort of thing? Cool, okay.
Nice.
Do you want to give me some attack rolls? You've got various abilities that obviously are reliant on what is going on exactly, but talk me through what they can do and some flavour of what you'd like to do, if you want to.
So, he's the move I'm going to use, assuming I hit, will be Defensive Flourish to increase my AC.
Okay.
And then, probably run up to the nearest Corsair and just be like, I'm here to help. And, get stuck in on if there's a particular one that looks more vulnerable than anyone else, like if there's a Corsair that looks like they're losing, then I'd go and support that one.
Very nice. Okay. Cohen's got a heart.
You can change.
Give me the attack roll.
That is a natural 20.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
This guy
We've had a
crits
couple of-
so much.
Couple of nat
really
20s
hard.
tonight.
Yeah, it's
There's one Corsair that is a little bit. They're clearly not a fighter per se. They're holding a scimitar and they're trying, but this Fist of Bane is huge. It's a 6-foot-tall monstrosity, and they're just sort of leaning over, gripping down with their hand, and there's clearly like some supernatural energy sort of making this person wilt a bit as you run in from behind with a nat 20. Show me what you got.
Here we go. Plus a little bit of. So that is a total of 15 damage.
Nice.
You lean in behind this Fist of Bane and just stab right through the chainmail, right out the front, and they lean forward and almost crush the smaller person in front of them as they fall down onto one knee. You have a second strike. Would you like to take it?
Yes. That's a 19.
Yeah.
Well, you're hit again.
Yeah, plus
Yeah.
6 is 25. I can't flourish twice a turn, I don't think.
But what is your AC now?
My AC is now 22.
Fuck me.
Just for a round.
Oh my god. Okay,
And
good.
Then
Right.
I hit this person for that's less than normal, 5.
The second strike takes them out, and you sort of lift up the person you were helping, and just stand with them. And there are many others around you, but you're helping.
Are you okay?
This isn't really what I do.
All right, stick with me.
Okay.
I'll look after you if I can. Oh crap!
Good.
Nice.
Right. Vyarka.
Right.
You are quite far back. Lakshmana has just been roused by Abernathy's spell, but is still lying on the ground. There are Corsairs trying to protect him, but it looks like it's going to be tricky. There are lots of people around.
Yeah, no, I was going to say. To try and get a sense, there's the sort of market and big burning place in front of us. You've disappeared off to go and try and find.
If it helps you, Cohen is quite far ahead.
Right.
These two are slightly further ahead,
Yes.
and you two are further back, and Lakshmana is around you.
Okay, who is immediately in combat with the bad guys?
At this moment, Cohen is.
Yeah.
There are many around fighting Corsairs.
Right, but they're not actually.
Of your group, you're both directly fighting. Two Fists of Bane have just turned up.
Oh, we are actually.
Yeah, there are
we're in the
people
middle of
all
that
around you,
directly. Yes. Okay. In which case, I'll do that then. Yes, I'm going to do good old. Where's the spells gone? I want to do Tasha's Hideous Laughter because it seems to work so well.
You're going to target one of the ones attacking you two.
Yes.
Great.
I want to try and immobilize one of them.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yep, a 15. Damn it!
Sorry, mate. It's 20.
Will you bow down? Okay. Just not happening today.
No, I don't think so. Lilith, what are you doing?
I'm going to do.
You two are surrounded.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm going to do sleep.
Wow.
And see if I can get any of them to go down.
Go for it.
But on second level, so that's.
Go for it. There's no roll for me. It's just how many
No,
hit points
yeah,
you roll
no.
up to.
I'm sorry. Do you want to
Take away. Do you need more?
That's already bad. So that's 13,
19.
Yep.
19, and then I think one more. Yeah, one more.
Yay!
27.
The Fist of Bane, who open palmed your face, just and collapses on the floor, fast asleep.
Well, that's one down.
Good.
Ooh, this is interesting. Can I, as a bonus action, finish him off?
No.
Good.
That would wake him up.
That's true. I don't want him to wake up ever again.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, the one that is attacking you, who you tried to
Oh yeah.
make laugh, rolled a 15. No, yeah, 15 to hit.
Yeah, no, that works.
Mm-hmm. And punches you round the jaw, another 5 points of damage.
Okay, that's
I know that
interesting.
stylistically you're not prone, but you are floored by this punch.
Yeah.
Mighty
I'm
meaty
staggering.
hitters,
Yeah, that's
Sorry,
fine.
because of my movement, can I move Lakshmana?
You can run to Lakshmana, that's totally fine.
Is he not near me?
He is near enough, he's within 10 feet of you, but you're leaving your on his own.
Yeah, I took one down. I'm going to run to the guy who's vaguely unconscious.
Step back over to
fair enough.
Lakshmana, and where some of the Corsairs are trying to help him up, and you can be part of that process,
Yes,
helping him up
yeah.
and getting him out of it, because he's not a combat character either.
Yeah.
Good, right. Around you two, since the...
This is
It's all going to be down to you.
I don't have melee.
Since the where am I? 2 million stat blocks. Since the necromites failed to necromites,
I love
that's cool. 2 of them, the ones that fired these hands of horrible necrotic energy at you, are just stepping towards you. One just pulls out the flail from their belt and just leaps on top of Abernathy, trying to just crack him over the head with the flail.
Okay.
That is a 14 to hit. Yep.
This is okay.
You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage. The other, looking at you, is going to reach out with the necrotic hand again. That is a 9 to hit. You again dodge out of the way, and they're sort of circling around you, trying to find a way through to hit you, but failing so far. In the meantime, you and your friend are being beset now by even more people.
Okay, this all started so well.
4 cultists are now going to try and hit you.
22 to beat.
I know.
Oh please! Oh,
If you come 5s to hit. So
if you come
roll
through this
higher.
unscathed,
That's cocked. Unbelievable.
amazing.
You're just a spinning dervish, just moving, holding everything back. Many different cultists, and there's Bane cultists that are very large, trying to sort of break through with their hands, and others, and Nightblades with their daggers. But you're just spinning around, catching all of them out, and none of them hit you or your friend.
This is my bit.
Yeah,
Luxmanor with you is going to get up, and some of the Corsairs basically drag him off, with some of them like protecting as he goes, and is heading towards the docks. As he goes, the Corsairs are going to try and fight back properly.
Okay. Wow, that's good.
Fuck yeah.
There's almost a rallying cry from the Corsairs around you as they all step in and start cutting through swathes of these people. The bayonet that was on you is cut down completely.
Why, thank you.
To move around you, slashing in with scimitars.
Excellent.
You're pretty alone at the front. Your mate is still with you, trying to help, but sort of basically not doing a lot, but being quite... Being there.
Yeah.
The skull lasher that's circling with you is taken down very quickly. The one that's on you is still there. So there's only 2 of you in direct melee combat at the moment. Ashakti, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I will take a few steps back and hurl a chaos bolt.
Which one? The one currently dealing with Abernathy? Yeah. Okay. Don't forget to roll a d20 afterwards.
Yeah. That will hit. That was a 19 on the
Yeah,
dice.
that definitely hits. Yeah.
Sodding hit. And I will roll my d20 now as well. Well, that's fine. That's another 19.
Not quite tides of chaosing yet.
Well, let's see. I feel
The
like
damage is
Oh.
shoot tons.
Nomish.
obviously.
Necromites have 13 hit points. Do I need to... No.
20.
The one swings
And it
their
is-
flail at you and just snarls. And then what kind of damage is it?
Thunder to make it really loud.
Wow!
Everyone gets waken up.
Suddenly, boom, boom, and it's really loud in your ears as well. It just goes flying off. Like you hear a boom, and suddenly it's going.
Slightly too loud. Ashakti, was that you?
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Thank you!
Abernathy, it is your turn.
What would you like to do?
Are we? Can I just say? Are the tides turned
Yes, very much so.
enough?
Oh, nice.
The tides of chaos turn.
Cohen is still being
Safe?
beset by 4.
4. Okay,
Yeah.
I won't run away yet.
Oh my god. Okay.
By 4, you
I think
say.
I've got a good idea.
By 4, you say.
By 4, you say.
To shreds, you say.
Red, you say.
No.
You don't wear armour?
No, I do, yes.
You do wear
I
armour.
do wear
Okay.
armour.
Stop
Just
that.
in case.
AC is ridiculous without it.
It's fine.
Even if it's
It's
He must be like 60.
technically the waistcoat he's wearing is actually slightly reinforced underneath. So if you were ever to stab it, you'd realise it was actually
It's like
basically
Kevlar.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, like a bulletproof vest.
Given where we all live, and so yeah, that makes my base AC
That must
16.
be very hot in summer.
Doesn't wear anything underneath it. So. We do.
How far away are
The
Cohen
ones around
and
Cohen, about
the
15
friend?
feet ahead of you.
I'd like to. I'm going to start by blessing Cohen and
You can get
his
my
mate
Yeah, sure.
and a Shakti as well because you have range spells.
Absolutely.
That's
My mate's
true.
safe. My
And
mate's safe.
it's just a mess, isn't it? There's nowhere I could like illusion some fire between them and some of the.
At this point, the tides have very much turned in this battle, and most of these cultists are routed. The flames in this part of the market are slowly being put out, as far as you can tell.
Right, so that's a no.
It wouldn't really do anything. I mean,
Yeah.
Save your spells.
I mean, it's a cantrip. Minor illusion is a cantrip.
It's an action, and you've already cast bless.
Oh yes, that is true. I forget that. I get one
Yeah.
and then I forget the other bit.
Rules,
Yep.
rules. They
Yes,
make the world
rules,
go
rules, lots
bulls.
of them. So yes, I would just bless them.
You are blessed.
Yes.
You're so
Yeah.
blessed. Cohen, it is your turn. Your AC drops to 16. What would you like to do?
Kill everyone.
Make sure everyone knows.
There's a 1 and a 6 next to each other
Can
in
you
my
remind
dice
me what a
tray.
blessing
No,
looks
it's-
like?
Oh, sorry.
It's that pointillism. It's that
Yes.
kind of slight.
20.
Pointillism light effragt. You're surrounded by 4 cultists. 1 big old Bane dude. 2 knife-wielding night blades, so Baal people. And 1 skull lasher is slightly behind.
If I asked my friend to get back, like, is there a gap that they can run out of, or are they currently surrounded with me?
You're surrounded.
Okay.
You can't get down, Mr. President, this moment.
I can't get down, Mr. President. How stocky does this person look?
The person with you,
Yeah,
not the. They're a commoner.
they're just a
They're a commoner.
just a little triangle.
They're
Okay.
a commoner holding a scimitar.
Okay, then no, I won't do that. Look, if you can find a way out of this, run, and then I attack the. Probably just reduce the number of attacks. So I'll attack one of the squishier ones.
The squishier ones are the knife-wielding cultists of Baal, Knight's Blades. The necromite, I should have said other things, is slightly further back. You have to get around people and attack some.
Cool, yeah, I'll just attack the smaller dagger guy.
Dagger person.
Dagger person, sorry, apologies.
Quite all right.
You are blessed as well. Then.
Thank you, yes, hashtag humble and. Using, I'll just defensive flourish again, because it went very well last time. Oh no, that's only an 8.
Total.
Yeah. A 2 plus 4. Oh no, wait, plus 6?
I mean, a 10's not
You'd-
really
yeah.
do much better anyway, is it?
I have
No, it's
yeah,
14. Oh.
No. Yeah, it's 10 total.
10 total. You do not hit the Night Blade.
And then I try again. Again, defensive flourish if it hits. Thankfully, it only spends if it actually
This
lands.
is true.
So that is 24.
Yeah.
There you go.
And so that's 2d6. I'll make that one the bonus one. So 5 plus 4 is 9 plus 4 is 13.
13. You eviscerate.
Nice. Amazing.
AC is at 20.
Nice.
You love it, don't you? So much.
It's not going to last much longer, but
It's still working.
Cohen begins to sweat.
Begins. Good.
Christopher begins.
Fiorica, what would you like to do? The air around you is getting clearer.
There's the guy who's there's a cultist still on the floor sleeping. isn't
There's a sleeping cultist on the floor.
there? Good. Glad we got that sorted out.
That definitely means cut the throat.
That's what I was imagining. Okay, because so Cohen is still surrounded by 3. I'm going to if the cultist is asleep, like sort of face down or face up.
Face down.
I see. I am going to sort of leap astride them, if you see what I mean,
No.
to make sure that okay. I won't do that since I'm being told by somebody who knows more than me. Obviously, I'm going to try and do the Crown of Madness thing again.
Why? Sorry.
I feel like the Oracle is going to do something, and
On
in this world, this
whomst?
is happening.
On whomst on the the larger of the
Fist of Bane.
indeed.
Unless you can see it happening and say something as
Yeah,
a, as a free
I mean,
action.
you can.
I
Tell
would
me.
yell out if I saw him doing it to the person.
No, you're doing it to the Fist of Bane in combat
Yeah.
with
Oh,
with
okay.
Gavin, it's fine.
Okay, so.
Yeah, not
Wisdom
very-
save, wisdom save, wisdom save.
Wisdom save 15.
Yeah, they pass.
Oh man. Okay. It's fine. It's just going to keep happening. I'm just going to be massively ineffective this combat.
That's alright. Roll very high for all of those.
If I have a, oh no, I'm not doing that. That would be
What
stupid.
is that everyone else, to everyone else who just going like, I'm helping.
yeah. Exactly. That's basically kind of what I'm doing. But I do. I do have a thing here. So I'm going to cast Mantle of Inspiration as a bonus action.
Yes.
So everybody gets 5 temporary hit points.
Temporary
they
hit
don't
points do
stack.
not
Oh, gosh.
stack.
So we can't.
Oh.
You either get 5,
Aw.
but you do not do that.
Well, okay. No, the thing is, it wasn't actually for that. It was for the second ability that it has. Can I tell them this? Should I? I've never done it
Do you want
before.
to do it or not?
I do want to do it for the second
Then
bit.
do it. Then tell them what they can do.
Okay. Oh, okay. Right. If that's the case. So each creature can immediately use its reaction to move up to its speed without provoking opportunity attack.
Whoa!
Whoa.
I did not read this through fully. I thought it was just a 5 HP thing. That is really useful.
How many people?
5.
5. So
1,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The person who's
Yes.
Cohen.
Yes. That's the plan.
Excellent. That's a good move. They
Thank
now
you.
have more hit points and temporary hit points than do actual hit points.
Well, yes. Exactly.
And then everyone can move if they want to. That doesn't-
Away from.
And there's no attacks of opportunity.
Yeah.
So
What does that feel like?
Retreat. Well, no, because it's going to be a sort of. It's not quite because you know the last retreat or whatever that thing is. He doesn't quite do that, but it's along those kind of lines. It's a sort of peel out of like, okay, everyone pay attention. You can leave now.
okay.
That's
so we can use a reaction
Yes.
to move.
Yes.
How long does that last for? How long do we have that?
And then
for?
you just get that reaction.
Right now.
Yes.
So we either move right now or we don't move right now.
Exactly.
Okay.
Do you move?
Yeah.
Where do you go? Run past and run. Keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've let you out towards.
Actually,
I was able to go anyway, but just because I've got that movement, I want to use it. I wanna,
if you're running low on temporary hit points, you could these 5. They don't stack. You could replace what you currently have with 5 if you needed to.
Oh, so just switch round. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I definitely do.
You can't do it to yourself.
That is true.
I'm going to follow Shakti.
Okay, so both Shakti and Abernathy start running through the fire and out of sight. Frankly,
Well,
they're
if
running.
it's a reaction, can we all not on?
Are you running with them as well? Cohen's still awake. Your mate goes, ah! And
Well,
just,
I'm
running.
not behind. I'm way behind Cohen now,
You're 30
so I
feet
can
behind, yeah.
move up to with my reaction. I can move up to.
You can be up to Cohen, absolutely,
Yeah.
if you want to. Yeah.
You're coming up to me. Okay.
Are you staying where you are? Or are you-
Now that so probably like watching a friend go, I was going to follow, and then almost as they go, I see you coming towards
Well, no,
me.
no. I was going.
Oh, sorry.
Are you following
not,
them?
Yeah. and Where are they going in 2 different directions?
You are far
Sorry.
enough away from Cohen that if you run towards Cohen, they're all running in the same direction.
Right. Okay.
If you run towards
I'm still
Cohen,
running towards the shop.
but you're not running into melee with.
because you'll be running into melee with all of those things because
Oh
they're 30 feet away from you.
no! This is
Round
no.
I was like,
Side.
okay, unusual, but sure.
No!
Are you going to sort of skirt around the edge a little
Yes!
bit, following these 2 around the side of this
Yes,
fight?
yes.
For wizards!
Glass cannon.
Sorry, we were a little confused by I run into combat. Why?
The glass cannon par
Well, I
excellence.
thought it was like one way and like fire either side and you had to run through, but that's why how they
More
got
of a sort
past.
of lots of pockets of fire in a big old
Go
clearing
ahead.
of fire.
No.
Go around the edge. Fine.
I believe I can still move.
You can still move.
I would like to move as fast as I can, with like after everybody else. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be left there on my own. I don't want that.
Cool. So you 2 are curving around the edge of this.
Yeah.
You 2 are just bolted straight through, and you're still in combat.
Cool. I'll use my.
It's not your turn.
Nah.
No,
Because
either
that was
The
reaction
reaction.
turn and we got to do reaction.
1, 2, 3. Oh, you used it on yourself and the.
No,
No.
you
No,
can't
no,
use
you
it
use it
yourself.
on you.
He used
Do you
actual
want
movement.
to use your movement to move?
Yeah,
Use your reaction.
That's the
Yeah,
reaction.
I was
Yeah.
basically. I was going to say if I can get like just in the middle of as many of them as possible.
You can slide around one of the Nightblades in a very cool, swishy, like spin.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Exactly,
So
yeah.
you've now got all 3 of them,
Yeah.
and the skull. The Necromite's not happy about this. Necromite's not really a combat character. And now I'm between all 3 of them, just like
Cool.
just waiting
That's
for it.
exactly what I wanted.
Awesome.
Perfect.
No problem.
Nice.
Right, all 3 of them are going to have a go.
If I leave them alone, they're going to set fire to stuff.
Yeah, no, that's true. You've done
Where did you
perfect.
first?
I thought I was after.
Lilith, you first. You're running around the edge. You're still about 20 feet from Cohen's mess.
So you're not in melee.
He is. Cohen is
Yes,
in melee
I'm
with
in
all
the
the
middle of
three
three people who are about to
He's
attack
in the
him.
most melee he can.
But I'm also looking fairly
He's chasing the
confident.
melee.
I'm very cool.
Always looks fairly confident.
No, I don't know about
Cohen
that.
looks like.
Yeah, he does look pretty
I'm going to magic missile one of them, one that doesn't look
Nice.
very hurt,
Mm-hmm.
and just do that. And
Yeah, big
first
one.
level.
Are you going for the big one, the stabby one, or the one
Big
with
one?
big
I'll
one?
do big one. 4 plus 4 plus
Holy
4.
crap!
So that's 12 plus 3 equals 15.
I think you might have just
Wow.
taken him out.
As you spin around, the big one turns and like cracks the black knuckle, and as they do, sort of it's pelted in the side by magic missiles. They're not down, but they're very bad.
Really?
No,
I thought that was going to be the coolest. What I would,
Big one.
what I would
they
have
are the
loved it.
chunkiest.
No, but that's the thing is, if you were just running along and just kind of went poof without even
Yeah.
splattered
Oh, it
that
still
person.
is that.
Yeah, well, yeah.
No.
It's like, yeah, it's probably like ain't no
Because I know that they hit, so it's
Yeah,
more like a
Just
fine.
keep running. Yeah.
Right, with a roar of rage, the big cultist and the other two are all going to just step in. The two of the skull lasher, the necromite, sorry, can't step away. We're just going to try and do these necrotic hands around you
Yeah.
as well. So they're all going to attack.
Hang on, you're on 22.
Spooky touch.
Spooky touch.
20. I've
Or like-
decreased slightly.
Oh no, but hang on. If this works again, 3 people around you, you're just not going to get hit. Oh. Oh.
Right, one of them, right.
Oh. The dust settles.
11, 8, and 19.
You son of a bitch. That's hilarious. Well
You
done,
goddamn
sir.
son of a bitch.
I'm in.
What does this look like exactly?
It's pretty much like
You're being attacked from all 3 sides, and
Yeah.
you're fine.
Yeah.
it's almost like if someone comes at the front, there's like a block, but rather than like a sort of push of force, it's almost like striking their blade in exactly the right place so that there's a bit of bounce back on it, so that then it can turn around and like hit the next one. It's like picking the right part to use the forces of it.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
And there's like little bits of rainbow going all over the place.
Cards flying out. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So cool.
Fantastic.
Then I get my turn again. Oh god, sorry, I'm excited.
No.
I know there are people higher in initiative than me. I'm just getting.
It's a,
What's
Shak-
this?
it's a Shakti's turn.
Oh, damn.
Of course, as they're all dealing with Ashna and stepping back and leaving the space
Okay.
clearer. Because between you, you've taken out 14 people.
Is that true?
Including the
All
Corsairs,
of
yeah.
us,
Hell.
Hell.
Yeah.
Carrying on, what's around? More of them?
Sorry,
or
as the
who?
two of
Yeah.
you run past and run through some of these flames towards Radica's house,
Yeah.
stepping deeper into the market,
Yeah.
up ahead of you is just everything's on fire. There are Corsairs trying to put the flames out, but there's also an awful lot of dead bodies around this part of the market as well. A lot of people have been killed.
Okay, but no more imminently figures trying to set fire to things.
Not that you can see.
Okay. I basically want to keep going until I get close enough to message, which is 120 feet.
Cool. So
Rough
you
area.
you dash.
Yes,
You are now close enough to message or try to message.
but that would be next time because I've just dashed.
Come on, Abernathy, first. Sorry, it's a surprise.
It's an action, and I dashed.
I'm going to follow a Shakti
If
as
you're
far
gonna
as
dash
I
as well.
can. If I then come
Well, you're a
across
dwarf,
some
so you're
of
slightly,
the
slightly
bodies,
slower. So
yeah.
yeah.
If I come across
You want to save the dying?
I've got spare the dying.
No, sorry.
But-
sorry.
Yeah,
They
I
might not
imagine
be
you want to
dead,
look
they're
after them
just
as
on the
well
floor.
as the, yeah.
You can check.
I think I would.
You don't know if they're dead or not.
Yeah, this is it. I would try and check the bodies and spare the dying.
They're all dead. Some Corsairs, some cultists. They're all dead. They're dead, Jim.
They're dead, Jim. Everybody's dead, Dave.
Sorry.
I mean, I was going to say it's not your fault, but no, I mean,
It really
it's,
is,
it's
yes.
absolutely entirely
Could
your
not be
100%
anything.
my fault. I
Yep.
made this game. So, yes, you are running,
Yeah, I'm running.
through.
I'm coughing and trying not to get burnt by fire.
And you have...
So I'm behind now, but
Yes.
I'll catch up.
Barely was he not there? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Cohen, it is your turn. You're still surrounded by 3 cultists. The big one is looking badly hurt.
Cool. Even though this isn't literally how the mechanics work, as one of them is like, no, it's not cheating. As one of them is swinging a weapon towards him, he tail flicks out 2 cards at the same time, and then strikes as their blades clash, and suddenly the cards burn up. As a Shakti had given Cohen an idea, and boom! I cast Thunder Wave at second level.
Yes.
That's sexy.
It's a square, isn't it?
It's a 15-foot cube centered on me.
Yeah. That's the perfect time to use.
Amazing,
That's
yeah.
the absolute perfect
That's
time.
why you went in there.
There's a reason I did a little slip around. So they all have to make Constitution saving throws at difficulty 14.
Anyway,
Nothing.
nothing. That's not important.
What was that?
It's
You're
fine.
being rude.
Yes.
The
What? It wasn't. Never.
that is a Constitution. A 10 from the Nightblade.
Okay.
Failure. A 14 from the Necromite.
If they match it, is that a pass or a fail?
That's a
They pass.
pass.
Pass. Okay.
And a
I don't want to pass.
14 from the Fist of Bane as well.
So the big guy takes 17 damage.
Wow, that's halved.
No, that's. Oh, I thought the big guy failed and the other 2 passed.
No, the Nightblade, the
Sorry.
Stab
Okay,
is
the
down.
Nightblade takes 17.
Nightblade's gone.
And then the other 2 take whatever. Is it 9 or is it
9.
8? No,
It's
not
nine.
8.
It's the 8.
You round.
9.
Isn't it? You round down.
I
Round
do,
down.
okay.
Okay.
8.
8.
The Fist of Bane is also blasted back. The only one left standing is the Skull Ash, just and looks very, very scared as both of the big melee peeps are gone. It's just him, and he's pulls his little flail out.
Beware!
That's a big man.
Just try it!
The cultists are being all men again.
Do
I'm
you feel
sorry,
lucky?
Ahead of you, that's it. That's the end of your turn. Viorica, you and Lilith are skirting around the edge.
Yes. So are there any obvious cultists other than apart from the
Apart from the
he's
one
got?
that Cohen's up against, no, there are not.
A slight red mist comes over Viorica,
Oh dear.
and he's gonna.
Is it because people are setting people's homes on fire? That's a bit of a trigger.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit, yeah. There's a
imagine
little.
this is
It's a
not a
little.
little
No,
bit
yeah,
close
no,
to
it's
bone,
not,
isn't it?
yes,
Yes,
it's not nice. So he's gonna take his dagger and go over and attack, and it's gonna be an attack entirely born out of rage. You know when. Like when somebody who's never fought anyone in their life and they start trying to punch back at a bully or something and they're crying at the same
Yeah.
time. It's that kind of don't set people's homes on fire. Sorry, that was appalling. So yeah, he's really not. He's really not happy about this. So gonna go and run over and
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Unlikely. 13.
Yeah, that is.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just a cultist. Just,
It's probably gonna be like being savaged by like a damp sheep. Like it just can't. Yeah.
Shape.
That's
Oh, yeah.
3 damage.
that's enough.
I softened him up.
Thank you. Because that you have no idea how much that means. And it's
On top, just
yeah. No. It's the thing of the first one is sort of like a like that, and if it gets under the thing, and then and I'm afraid he does go a bit bananas after that.
Not a healthy way of dealing with those emotions.
No, but that's it's
Save him!
yeah.
Slow down, buddy. I think you've got him.
Lilith, it's your turn.
I'm going to run over to Viorica and in the head be like, will you take a moment, center yourself and come with me, and I will drag him with my movement.
And actually, I just do.
All 3 of you are now together.
And it does literally. He does literally drop the
knife.
dagger.
Oh,
yeah.
darling.
It's gone.
Oh my god.
Leto is gone forever.
Yes.
Wow, it's for the best.
I agree.
Very much for the best.
Yeah.
Abernathy.
I shall run to catch up with.
No, it's not your turn.
No, I was going to say.
Oh, right.
it's
Oh, sorry.
Not his turn.
Well,
Well,
Is your AC lower than a 19?
yes, it is lower than a 19.
As you're kneeling next to these bodies, the smoke from the fire sort of swirls strangely, and there is now a figure standing over you. It just stabs you twice.
again.
Do you make an owie stabby sound?
Do I make it out?
We're about to
When
find
you
out
get
if it doesn't.
stabbed, do you make a sound?
Probably.
Oh, there was going to be
I'm
some
sorry, it's a lot of damage.
retribution here.
No. What?
Nothing. It's fine.
You take 17 points of stabbing damage from this dagger.
Bad.
As the two strikes,
It's fine.
as the second strike stabs deep into your chest, she leans down, smiling at you, and vanishes
No!
from sight.
Oh, she does.
She does. You don't recognise this person. It is not a figure you've seen before, but the red skull mask only covered the eyes. You may make an attack of opportunity at disadvantage if you want to, as she is invisible.
Do it.
Sorry, so does that mean that it isn't the woman who's been...
No,
It's
it
a
is
different
not.
one.
It's a different woman.
He would kind of... As she leans in, he would kind of lash out to try and bat her off.
With disadvantage, please.
Yeah.
She's invisible.
I have to.
You are prepared.
I mean, it's not going to do anything, even if he...
Oh my god!
That was a 17 and a 20 on the dice.
Nice!
So that is a non-nat 20 for 2 points of damage.
Ah. Oh well.
It was enough.
It was
said Chris.
some.
You do knock her aside. You have a slightly better sense of where she is.
Good.
Good.
Timing for us to do these things.
Right. It is a Shakti's. No, it isn't. A Shakti, as you run up the street towards Radicus, you're about to cast message.
Would I have heard the thing though? Would I have heard Abernathy just get stabbed? I was only 30.
30-ish feet ahead. Do you turn around to look?
If I hear him getting stabbed, yeah.
Cool. Does a 14 hit you?
Yeah.
From ahead, as you turn, suddenly in the centre of your chest, a beam of greenish energy has hit you in the centre of your chest, and it burns and feels unpleasant. And you take 12 points of poison damage. Make a Constitution saving throw.
This is
Have I
quite
still
important.
got this? What's this? That was a bless from a while ago, I think. Do I still have it?
You're still blessed
Still
now.
blessed?
Won't help with the saving throw,
You
right?
need to make a Constitution saving throw.
As well. On the same.
It will help with the saving throw. You need to roll it up.
It will help with the
Yes.
saving throw. Nice.
Let's see. Well, hang on, let's see if you have it first. Just make a concentration check from the stabbing.
Yeah, okay.
What do I need to hit? Sorry.
Half, which is 10.
Con?
Yes.
Oh, 18.
You're fine.
14.
14 save. You are not poisoned.
Oh,
There is another figure holding an iron skull about 30 feet ahead of you in the street that's just fired this beam straight at you.
Did you say 12 damage? Sorry.
I did. I said
You
12
did.
damage. Right.
What did they look like, sorry?
They had again, quite a sort of wizened-looking spellcaster, and they carried an iron flail. Again, slightly more powerful version of the same. Lots of them. Dun dun dun. Ashakti, it is your turn. This figure is standing in the middle of the street looking at you. You did hear a shout from Abernathy, who's 30 feet behind you as well.
Yeah, but she's
Maybe
invisible.
pointing in the direction of the person that just attacked you.
I will allow that, considering that you hit them.
yeah.
I am going to...
I hit something! There!
I am slightly torn because so the that person who's just blasted me is presumably about 30 feet that way.
Yeah.
There's 30 feet behind.
Yeah.
I am going to
One hand each.
be very careful and take a moment and with a vague sense of where the invisible person might be
Yeah, fair.
in an area.
Think of them as an unseen servant.
Quite a lot of that.
I'm going to get myself in a position where I think a 15-foot cone might catch them.
I mean, it'll catch Abernathy too.
It will, which is why I'm going to expend a sorcery point to use my careful spell ability, which I have and I am using because I'm not going to hurt any more of my friends / bosses.
Well, as
Priorities.
it is a cone,
Yeah, that's
I
what
think
was
stepping
hoping.
15 feet towards
I might
Abernathy
go
to
closer
literally
to-
catch the entirety of the bit of street he's on, including him, totally
Yes.
fine. I'm making a dexterity
Dex
save.
14, please.
Nice.
For 2 sessions in a row, I have rolled about 5 to 6 ones. 1.
That's all balanced out though, because
no.
we've had quite a lot of 20s.
Yeah.
So it all balances out.
That's totally fair.
That is...
In fairness, everything goes wrong for us. So,
To be fair.
so Chris, you make the
Yep.
game. You just break it.
Mm. Oh wow!
Winning this fight.
Wait.
Wait.
So I just used my careful spell Metamagic.
Yes,
I can use my empowered spell Metamagic even if
you've already
I've already used one. So I'm going
Okay.
to use another sorcery point
fine.
to re-roll all of those d6s
Ones.
that gave me 2 1s and a 2.
Sick.
Better.
8 damage.
8.
There is a horrifying scream as an area next to Abernathy suddenly starts screaming and burning.
I've
and
also set more things on fire. I'm really sorry.
well, you're using careful spells, so I will allow that you contain the cone to just be like a firestorm around this area where this person is.
So basically
And
off the buildings.
Off the buildings, off guys, very
That's
carefully
nice.
controlled. Just get all the flames into one person who is now on fire and screaming uncontrollably.
And I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm going to go, oh,
Pretty colours!
Abernathy, it's your turn. What would you like to do? This Reaper, I'm going to say for the purposes of this, is not visible but there's a very definite like singeing outline.
I'm going to turn back so I don't have my back to the
Scarlet,
other
yeah.
person. Yeah.
But the Reaper is still standing over you. They're within 10 feet of you.
It was so careful.
oh, damn it. There's not an awful lot I can do actually in combat, and I don't think I should try and punch her again.
Punch her.
Oh, go on.
Punch her, it went so well.
It went really well.
I think I can't even do that. I'm really not that hurt.
Oh no, God, blimey, okay.
Oh,
I-
what?
Well, no.
I had
he's
like
quite
7
hurt, but-
temporary hit points, and
Oh.
he's fairly
Chunky.
chunky
Yeah, good.
sorcerer.
We need to put him. He's the
This
tank.
is really good. Yes, let's put the healer as the tank.
Yeah, absolutely. That fits. We've had the-
She's still invisible, right?
Yes.
But I can see where her clothes are.
Sure.
What are you going to do now? Seriously.
I kind of want to send out my mage hand to grab onto her cloak as a kind of a beep.
Oh, it's like put up.
Get the hand!
Yeah. That's.
I will allow, if you use your action to maintain it as concentration.
Yep.
Is mage hand concentration?
I'm not sure. Hang on, let me just check.
Because that way everyone loses their bless.
It is not concentration. Does
Fine.
it say concentration?
You reach out with the mage hand and sort of clink, grab hold. It doesn't do any damage,
It's the best
but
way
it does sort of highlight where she is.
I've ever seen.
Because it's there.
It's the weirdest fairy fire I've ever seen.
I will
It's
allow.
not invisible.
Abernathy's is not.
Oh, yes.
A special floating hand
Yeah.
appears.
Wooden,
Yeah.
wooden elf thing, yeah.
We now turn with the camera.
Yes.
I will allow. It won't last forever, but I will allow that for a round.
The mates go. What in the? Oh no.
Just like,
Yeah. Oh, go.
And then, can I? Am I in melee with her? Can I move
No,
out?
you can move out.
I'll run up to Ashakti.
Cool.
Oh, nice.
You can almost get to a Shaggy because you're a dwarf.
Yes, I know. Yes, I know.
Cohen, it is your turn.
So, 3 of us are currently in a little pocket.
Yes.
Can see those 2?
Yes.
Okay, excellent.
And you can see the strange hand grabbing onto nothing, and also you saw a Shakti burn an area.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah.
I saw that scene. I saw that scene, so I am running in to attack
Yep.
with swords, as I often do.
Go for it, Squiggle Weaver.
And I will use mobile flourish when I get there.
hello.
No. So roll to hit. Am I still blessed? Yes. Hashtag blessed.
Yes, I haven't. Yeah, I rolled concentration on the last time.
Yeah.
Did you already use it?
You can
You-
do
you-
it every
you-
year.
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect. Do it.
Oh, that's another one of them classic bad numbers. That adds up to 11.
Nope.
Second attack.
Well, so they are invisible.
Yes, this is true.
So even if you do hit, roll a disadvantage.
Okay. Oh, I thought I wasn't sure if the hand thing was cancelling that out.
You know what?
Just
The hand cancels it out because it's a nice flavour, and I will allow it as a single round thing.
Thank you.
However-
Then this second hit is a 19.
That does it.
Okay,
yes.
good.
So this attack rolls. That's not much, and then this is the bonus dice. So that's 6 or 7 plus 4. So they take 11 damage. And then I push them very specifically 11 feet away from these two, and then use my reaction to chase them that distance.
Oh, nice. So you just push them 10 feet towards...
You're either pushing
Yeah, I was
them
gonna say.
10, 11
Yeah.
feet would either take them back down the road towards these two, up the road towards these two, or into one of the burning walls.
I thought they were attacking you two.
They're behind.
I
We
would
ran
sli-
away.
Oh, I misvisualized the scene. Sorry.
Cool. Come on.
Push them into a wall, burn them
Then I'll just smash them.
Sorry.
I'll smash them
Yeah.
into a. Not that I know that, into a burning wall.
Does your mobile feat let you move them into somewhere dangerous?
Speed increased by 10 feet to the end of a turn. If weapon attack hits, expend to use Baldur. You can also push the target up to 5 feet plus the number rolled. You can then use your reaction to move up to your walking speed. Blah
Oh,
blah
does
blah
it
blah. So yeah, it just says I hit.
You can just push them off a cliff.
I hit them and push. That's what I was trying to do back
That would have been really good if you did that. Why didn't you do that?
in. No, it's fine.
As you do this and push her back, she sort of steps back into the flames and just screams and falls to the ground and is burning up.
Yeah! Sorry, that was not a nice way to go. But at the same time, I'm very glad it's happened.
Absolutely horrible. Great. Fiorika. You see someone invisible burning.
Not again. And
The hand burns with it.
yes.
That
It
was
was
a
only
booming fist.
There's only going to be one.
Creepy wooden puppet hand.
Your mage hand doesn't burn. It's not how it works. It just winks out of existence.
Oh,
Boom.
fine.
How far away is the one standing in the middle
The
of
skull
the...
lasher,
Away.
70 odd feet from you.
Oh, poop. Oh, actually, no, that's kind of fine. Is anyone injured? More than I am? No, he's fine. It really doesn't matter. Right, in which case I am going to rush toward the... no, not yet. I'm going to rush towards...
Oh, this is kind of madness.
It's just done that a couple of times and then just stab someone.
No, I've got this. I've got that. I promise. Damn you! I'm going to do vicious mockery on this. Look at you and your big skull, you foolish idiot. There's no way that you're... And then...
It's so last year.
Exactly.
Tacky.
Tacky. Exactly. And that is a... wisdom saving throw.
For the skull lasher.
Mm-hmm.
6.
Nice. Okay, that worked.
Oh, Christ.
So you have to...
That's the first one.
He's getting sympathy? They're really getting sympathy? It needed to happen sometime.
Roll your damn damage.
You know that they take pleasure when it's us.
Yeah, exactly. So that's 3 damage, and also you get disadvantage on attack on this next attack roll.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Did we know?
You.
I imagine miss her.
Okay.
Pew pew
Do you run up with Viorica?
Yeah.
And then you imagine miss her?
Yeah.
Okay.
pew pew. Roll.
5.
5, 6, and then 3 each. So 9.
Okay, they're going quiet. I'm worried now.
They're checking numbers.
As they're sort of looking at you and they see what's happening behind you, they sort of look a bit horrified, and then suddenly different things from behind, and they are going to reach down to the ground and grab the earth, and a sphere of darkness fills the alleyway.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Are we all filled with we all...
No, it's miles away from all of you. They are going to run off, and by the time the darkness fades, they are long gone, so this ends initiative. Poop.
Right, how's everyone burning up?
Fine.
How much, looking around, is everything still on fire?
The fires
Is there
are...
any-
The streets are still burning, but the fires are dying down. People are,
Yeah.
from the market, reading up this road, people are putting the fires on. The Corsairs coming up and helping as well.
I killed him. Where's my dagger?
You left it.
I need to go
No,
back.
no. It's had its use.
Okay. Where do we go now?
Where do we go now?
I just wanted to just check
Where
the house.
do we go?
Through that magical darkness. It's dark. Let's go around. I'm gonna go around.
What, to Redica's house?
Yeah, just go down the side. Just turn, do a
Mhm.
left and a right and back again.
Mm-hmm.
And just until I'm close enough to message.
You are close enough to
Just-
message.
See if and I'm just gonna say Radhika. Just if you're here, just in case you're here, I just wanted to check that you're not here.
There is no reply.
Okay, maybe we'll just go check. Okay, can we just check? We'll just check, yeah?
Well, absolutely. We're right behind you.
We go and check. I go and check.
As
We
you
go
walk
to the
towards
house.
Redica's house, it's on fire.
It's fine. It's probably fine. It's probably fine. Can I just like look around and do a loop around and just
If we can see that's what she's doing, I'd like to do the same thing.
You may
Like
all roll
investigation
perception
or a
checks.
perception.
Roll
Yeah.
perception investigation if you like.
Yeah.
she's probably out fighting people somewhere, but I just need to
12
be sure,
in
I just
Thank
need
you.
to
21
On.
perception.
14 on
8.
investigation.
Mm-hmm.
8.
21 on perception is the highest.
Stood there.
Looking around this house, it's burning from the bottom up because the fire was set at the base level. The fire is burning itself out. It has moved to buildings alongside and buildings behind, but they are being put out. It's very much the next house to be put out. That's fine. You can't see anyone. If there was someone in there, they would have had to have jumped out a window.
Okay. I don't think there's anybody here.
Yeah, no, I didn't think so. Just wanted to check. Yeah, probably not.
Or should we help put out some fires?
I could get in there if you needed me to.
From the distance, you hear a trumpet call, and marching down the bridge, which you can see from this side of the city, there are many, many Flaming Fist soldiers marching down the Fist into Rivington.
Crap. We need to get out of here. If they're coming.
They'll sort this out. We can't.
Exactly.
Back to the docks. We need to find a boat.
We need
Lakshmana.
Croak.
We need
This is the
Croak.
wrong direction.
Who's Croak the Crow?
Yes, Croak.
Croak the Crow?
Yeah, it's Croak the Crow.
Where's
Oh, yeah. Sorry, yeah.
Sorry?
Let's just go see what we can find.
You're heading towards the docks?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right, okay. You
As
should,
The docks are near the bridge, aren't they?
The docks are sort of downhill from the bridge, the
Yeah.
road sort of goes straight and the docks curve down.
Yeah,
from there.
yeah. Let's go there.
As you head down to the dockside, to the riverside,
Yeah.
Corsairs around you, running around, trying to put out fires, trying to help people.
And I grab people. Can
Yeah, of
I
course.
grab people as we're passing? Have you seen Radhika? Have you seen Radhika? Do you know?
Oh.
Do you know Radhika? Has anyone just? I just want to know who she is.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
I'm gonna try again and just grab people, and I'm slowing us down.
Sorry, I don't know.
She's there somewhere.
What is that one?
Somewhere.
Is that?
She's like short and annoying and talks a lot.
I mean, if she's around, she'll be by the docks or helping put the fires out.
Docks is good. Let's go to the docks.
You head further down to the docks. You quickly find that most people, Kitty is in the middle of this area, barking orders at everyone to get more. People are just bodily lifting buckets out of the riverside water and passing them up, and they're being taken and thrown and brought back again. It is quite a rigid operation. It's moving quite quickly. As you step out of this, out of the rest of Rivington into this area, Kitty sort of spears whichever one of you she sees first with a look, and then keeps ordering people to do this.
We need to get out of here.
Lakshmana is sat on a crate, sort of kind of worse for wear, just like sat down with a bunch of Corsairs around, giving orders and not being quite as animate, just sort of a lot of time thinking and listening.
I head over there to him.
Okay.
Does he look hurt?
He's a bit bruised and battered.
I was going. Well, I mean, I will follow up and offer healing services if he needs.
Give it to someone who needs it more.
Understood.
I mean, I also can heal if you want us to.
We could go and tend to the wounded.
If they can stand, they're out. If they can't stand, I'm not sure much else will help. Thank you, though.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
It's not your fault. No, we got ourselves into this mess together.
The Fist are coming. I think we've got to go. I don't
What?
want to leave, but there were Fist
He looks
marching over the
up at the
bridge.
bridge and sees that. Okay.
You want to come somewhere with us?
We can lie low. There are ways of hiding away from this situation.
Where should
Every cloud. Okay. He sort of looks around and gets some people to come over and start handing him various things. Okay, right. This is what we know about where the Ravenshade house effects were taken. Here. Just a bit of paper. It's a scrawled note.
But
tied up.
it's treated like a holy relic.
Yeah, of course. What else? Right. Hey, another person comes over, hands him a scroll. He takes it. This is very valuable.
What is it?
It's a scroll. You'll be fine.
Oh,
It's a spell scroll. It's sealed.
This is going to be...
Can
Yeah.
I read it? Learn it.
Even right now, whenever you're just in there
Put
for
it in
some
my
learning.
pouch.
I'm a wizard. I can't do magic off the cuff. My northern's coming out now.
Why not?
Why not? Okay.
I've got to learn it.
Just thought the interest might develop in a quieter
Secretly,
environment.
Lilith is just very, very northern.
Right. If the Flaming Fists are walking into Rivington, the Worm's Nest is empty. What better time to go?
Okay.
They're right.
Yes.
How do you get there except over the bridge?
Oh well, once they've walked down, wait till they're off the bridge,
Wait for them to go.
and then go round.
It's a very easy thing.
We're gonna follow him.
Of hiding
I'm
behind the
not
door.
following. Can you describe it better, or maybe draw me a map? Or
Oh boy. Oh boy.
It'll be a lesser guard, which means not trying to go up and down the river, and it's still the tide's still going in. You have to wait for days, and there's nowhere to wait either.
Okay. What about you?
Oh, I'll lay low. It's fine. Before you go, Björk, come with me.
I will follow.
He puts an arm around your shoulder
Yeah.
and sort of walks you off about 10 feet away.
Mhm.
Don't tell everyone that all want some. Reaches a hand out, puts in the centre of your chest, and casts Lesser Restoration on you.
This means more to me than I can tell. Thank you.
Your hit points are back to normal.
Yes! Oh my
Back
god.
to 19, buddy.
Okay.
Lakshmana has also, from this you can tell...
If you take off the condition of being diseased.
Oh, that's a much better idea. Cancel.
do that in a second.
Fine.
You can tell from this, Lakshmana has taken you into his confidence a little. Not many people know what he can do.
Amazing. I can't think what I would do. I think it would be along the lines of like he'd get down on his knees and kiss.
As you
his
pride, come on, get up.
Sorry.
I loved her very much. You do her proud, yes?
Yes.
Right.
With all my heart. Yes.
Oh, I just want to go to the house.
God, that's cool.
Heads back to the others. And he's a bit invigorated, is now giving orders in a bit more clarity, and as you all are moving, sort of gestures you off.
I was looking for Rads, but I couldn't find her anywhere.
Oh, she's working in the city right now.
Say hi.
That's really funny.
Just say hi. If you see her, you're in hiding. You're busy. It's fine. Okay, let's go.
He looks a bit like, oh, okay, but doesn't say anything.
Okay.
And you all move? Great. And as you all head out of Rivington up to Worm's Crossing and the Worm's Nest to try and see if this is your way through this very dangerous river crossing, that's where we'll pick up after the break.
Yay!
Yay! See you all in about 5-10 minutes.
Bye.
And we're back. There we go. Good. Lovely. Splendid. So, you
I feel
are
very soon.
you are leaving Rivington. You are making.
Okay. You don't have to shush. Please keep going. Thank you, DM. Sorry, DM.
You are making your way out of Rivington to Worms Crossing. Worms Crossing with the Worms Nest in the middle of it. Worms Rock, sorry. Worms Crossing is a bridge that crosses the Kjomthar River and is in the centre of it, has a spit of rock on which is the last bastion of Baldur's Gate, known as Worms Rock.
Not nest.
No.
There's no nest.
No nest. No nest, just rock. As you are making your way around the Flaming Fist that are marching into Rivington, can everyone please roll me a stealth check to see how well you avoid?
Now,
We are
yes, hang on. As I remember, I can help this one out.
It was on the 4.
Can we help each other
You are
out?
welcome to assist each other, yes.
So everyone gets it advantagely.
Only if you ask for it, and
Please.
also... Okay.
Are we still blessed? Those of us.
No, last
I
minute.
think that you're next
Cool.
minute.
I'll go on. Shall I help you?
17.
I've rolled like a 17,
That's
so
super cool.
I'm
I
fine.
I can help you if you like.
Yeah, help me.
I'll help you.
Thanks.
No, sneak better.
I don't need.
Oh, you don't need. Oh, you don't need my help now.
Yes, I do.
Oh.
Yes, I do.
I'd tell you another thing. I should be.
What did everyone roll?
17.
17.
21.
21.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Have a lucky
17.
17.
17. Both of you got 17.
Finally, level
But actually,
again.
I'm the same as you two because I got 17, so I'm also just like,
In the gang. In the
Wow,
gang.
this club, all right.
I'm disappeared.
I've saved your life so many times.
Worms Crossing is two very large bridges that basically form one large bridge that span from Rivington to the other side, the northern side of the river, an area known as Twin Songs. The bridge itself, the bridges themselves, it's one big bridge with a thing in the middle. Let's say the bridge, has been around for quite a long time, and the bridge has been built upon. So there are houses along the sides of Worms Crossing. There are also houses hanging off the side of Worms Crossing, and in the centre is Worms Rock, this gigantic Flaming Fist fortress, the last fortress in the centre of this space.
We're going through that, are we?
Well, you have to, otherwise you can't really get round. Yep.
Yeah, that's about the situation.
Yep.
You are pushing your way up. You sneakily move your way around the various Flaming Fists and Guard that are making their way down the bridge into Rivington. It looks like...
Is it guard as well?
Yeah. It looks like the Worms Rock fortress has been basically cleared as much as possible because clearly there's problems in Rivington. The city is still burning. The town is still burning. It is being tidied up a bit, but most are being called to do something and help with this. The fortress itself has 4 levels and dominates this bridge. The bridge level itself is a gauntlet-style tunnel. You can tell from the way that the sides go in slightly from the edge of the bridge. There's probably quite a lot of murder holes and things on the side people to check out on. And then there's 4 stories above it. So there's a sort of central bit where everyone will be being watched.
Is there not still a toll?
There is a toll there, yes. It is also night time, and at night time, the Worms Rock fortress is closed. The gates are locked.
Oh. Great.
You never said it was going to be easy, just it was the only plan.
Yeah.
It's kind of how we work.
Cool.
Yeah, between 25 and 50 Flaming Fist soldiers staff the checkpoint, most of whom have marched out of Worms Rock to help Rivington, which makes a lot of sense. Yeah, after dark, the drawbridges on either side of the keep are raised. It's drawbridges as well. Clonk.
Right.
Hey.
But the one on this side obviously has been let down so they could march out and get to Rivington. So one side is down. As you walk up the bridge, there are people that live on the bridge, and they're sort of people craning out of these houses and looking down bridge towards what's going on as people march out. There are people on the streets just sort of looking around, seeing what's going on. Worms Crossing is kind of renowned as like cut purses paradise. Like there's a lot. It's a very seedy neighborhood, and people are sort of like, yeah, what's going on? You're like on the street, like having a look around. A bit like if there was when there's riots in London, everyone's on the street looking for what's going on, and that sort of thing. So there's a lot of people milling around that you can mill through and make your way through, but you are still very clearly yourselves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is there anything that you'd like to do as you make your way forward?
Yeah, hoods up.
You do still have these sort of nondescript cloaks. You can put the hoods up and over those. And your stealth rolls are very high, so you're making your way through this area.
What do I know about, given that I'm from Rivington,
Yes.
what the locked gates look like and how people
It's drawbridges
inevitably
either
do.
side of Worms Rock. So
Yeah.
one has been taken down so people can march out. The one on the other side doesn't look like it has been taken down. You know that
physically can't get across.
you physically can't get across. You know that there are ways to get around by climbing, but they're exceptionally dangerous. It's a very high bridge.
Yeah.
You also know that the gates would be let down if, for example, there was a reason for the forces to be going in a certain direction. You could wait until morning. It's about 4 or 5 in the morning. Morning's not a long time off either. But also the Guard and Flaming Fist currently aren't here, so
they'll be coming back.
damned if you do. So what
Yeah.
would you like to do as you move down the street towards this area?
Cohen. Yes. Could you disguise yourself as one of these guys and get us to talk to somebody?
What? A flaming fist?
Or one of the guards?
The guards are flaming fist, aren't they?
No.
Flaming Fist, and there are some Guard membership here as well because it's the first entry point to Baldur's Gate.
Got you. And impersonating a guard is not as illegal as impersonating a flaming fist.
Impersonating a guard would be very much this is illegal and terrible, but Flaming Fist are mercenaries and you don't pretend to be a mercenary.
No. Okay.
Chris, can I just
You could-
remind me? I seem to remember the guards on the gate tend to be elder, but like the older people, weren't they? It's an easy retirement. I can't remember if it was
Yes.
if it was for the Flaming Fists or the guard. That they were.
Both of them, the Flaming Fist and the
It's
Guard.
both.
This
That's it.
area here being the first entrance point to the city, if you're walking up a road, doesn't tend to see a huge amount of action. So yes, you would also know this is a place that people get retired to.
All right. All right. It'll get us through the crowd, won't it? I find a place suitable to turn a disguise on.
Should we be your prisoners again?
I mean, if we're prisoners, though, then they might look a bit more closely at us, wouldn't they?
Oh yes, true.
Have you looked at the scroll that you're...
Oh yeah.
No,
Oh yeah.
it's useful.
That
to do that.
small thing.
That was probably relevant. I give it to Lilith.
Oh,
Yes, Lilith greedily looks.
Yeah.
break the seal.
It is a scroll of seeming.
Scroll of seeming. Remind me what seeming does?
Seeming lets you and 8
Yeah.
others
8
appear to
others.
look like something that you are not.
Okay.
It lasts for 8 hours.
Okay.
It is not concentration. However, it is a 5th level spell.
But it is an illusory spell, so Lilith is like.
My wig just got snatched.
I know that I can't really take it down because I don't have the money or stuff to. But
No.
Lilith will start to write notes, not because that does anything for Lilith in game, but will genuinely start taking
Oh my
notes
God.
on what it
Yeah,
says and
yeah.
being like, "Oh my god, this is fantastic!" I have been looking at this for ages and trying to study it. It's really, really. It's so hard to the way that the runes are drawn. It's
What does it do?
Does it know drawbridges?
Well, we could potentially all turn and look like something that we're not for a very long time. Very, very long
brilliant.
time.
Can't you do that then?
Well, I can.
That's not
It's just
necessarily-
slightly above my.
Pay grade.
I'm not there yet.
Right. Well,
do
we've
you
probably
mean?
got half an hour.
It's about 2 levels above me.
Also, very important point, it lasts for 8 hours. If you were to take a long rest, it would cease
Yeah.
to work by the end of said long rest, and y'all have been in the
Yeah,
fight.
now it's not.
Yeah.
It might be more useful later to get into the city.
So
It's
useful.
fine for now.
We also can't cast it
So
anyway,
useful.
so.
We
can,
can
yeah.
cast
Oh, we
it.
can.
We have to just do a roll and do it.
Guidance, maybe? I don't know.
It has to be what? If
You
I-
need to roll, I think... I will check
Isn't
exactly.
it like a 10
You use
plus the level?
I think it's 10 plus your level, but I will check.
And what-
I'll check. You lot work out plans.
Okay.
There are loads
now.
of houses and people looking out. There's people on the street you could talk
So
So
yes,
we can
this would be
either-
very useful for now, but I feel like knowing us, we'll probably need it later on as well.
Understood. Well, I can either impersonate a guard, he says under his voice, and escort you all through, or I don't know. Can any of you do that thing that slows people down while they're in the air?
Featherfall?
What?
Yes.
That one,
I
yes. If we all did a running jump off the top of the building,
And
Over
went
the
into
gap.
the sea.
I could
It's a very
I
big
could do
gap.
I could
Well-
do Featherfall on 2 people.
It's like a really big gap.
oh, really, I thought it affects.
Yeah, I thought it was a big
Five.
There's a lot more
people
people
I
than
thought
that.
it affected like 5.
No,
people.
5. Let's do that then.
Really big
I'm
gap.
up for that.
Hang on a minute, now I'm not caught up in this. Why are we hurling ourselves out of buildings?
Well, look, I don't know.
It wouldn't be the stupidest thing we've done today.
I don't know the. Inner
I don't think
workings
that's
of
a particularly
Good
good bar for anything. Like, just...
So normal jumping is like this, but then I think this thing makes you go more sort of like that.
But it's quite a long way, isn't it? Like 30 feet?
Maybe more than that, no?
No?
The drawbridges that open and close are about 30 foot wide.
I don't think we can jump 30 feet
What are the fantasy
Well, I mean,
physics on Featherfall? Does it like?
onto the fantasy.
Well,
physics.
okay, I can tell you.
I will say-
A falling creature's rate of descent slows to 60 feet per round, so we'll still be going down 60 feet per round, whatever happens.
So our momentum is not maintained at all throughout
no,
that.
not really.
You
Your
can't
forward
use Featherfall to jump
momentum
further.
might be.
Okay, then
I
we
could
can't jump
possibly-
yet.
Well, if I could possibly get over there, I mean, I've managed to kind of...
Are you just walking up the centre of the... Are you walking up the side? What are you doing?
If you can get over, then can we get a bit of rope and
We're
tie one side to another and abseil down?
Nice.
Possibly, I mean,
Kind of, sorry,
Yeah,
abseil,
sounds
yeah.
good.
I don't know how far I can go exactly. I mean, out of character, I know exactly how
definitely
far I
get
can go. I don't know how far... I mean, I've only really
Well,
done it
there's only
once
one
and I
way to
wasn't
find
really
out.
meaning to, so... But would you all be able to get over on a rope?
Just so we're all aware of the physics of drawbridges.
Fantasy
Um,
physics, everybody.
Drawbridges have chains that attach and allow them to be raised and closed.
Yes.
And there would be somewhere in the Worms Rock castle, effectively, there would be some kind of chain. That also means that the space which it is opening and closing is completely open on the sides.
Yeah.
Mm.
Has
Not
to be.
very subtle, though, is it?
No.
Don't lie.
Well, unless we can swim, which I doubt that we can across the sea.
Also, the other side is quite cliffy.
Yes.
I mean, if there's literally no one in there, then we can just lower the bridge.
I doubt there's going to be no one in there, though.
Go in there and tell them you need to take a message back to the city about what's happening in Rivington and ask them how you get across.
Yes.
All right, that sounds sensible. Worst case scenario, I can just tell one of them to open it for me.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Suggest.
Exactly.
In that which case, do you need to look like a flaming fist or a guard?
Either,
The forces
but
here are mostly Flaming Fist and some guard.
be a guard and just make sure to tell them that there are scary cultists everywhere setting fire to shit. Is all.
All right, guard it is. I take on the form of a guard.
Snook nookum.
What's the name of your guard previously?
I cannot remember. It had backs in it, something like that. But this one, okay, does need a name.
Hubert.
And what? But he needs to be he needs to be retiring.
Barley Babe Epsom?
Barley Babe Epsom. His name will be
Jonathan Creek.
Bailey.
Gifted.
Rumpole.
Bailey Bepson. Can't do that to everyone.
He could give one of the people you're talking to a speech impediment. It'd be hilarious.
Bailey Nesbit.
Bailey Nesbit.
One of the less fantasy names I've come up with.
Right, you turn into Bailey Nesbit.
All right.
Is Bailey Nesbit an older guard or a younger guard?
He's a slightly older guard.
Right.
He speaks just a bit more slowly. He's just a bit tired.
Of life.
It's no matter what day, even if it's the morning, it's just been a bit of a long day for Bailey.
I'm completely with you there.
Come on, everyone. It's just over this way.
and
What?
you walk. It's alright. Brilliant.
We don't want to come.
No.
No,
Just clarify that. You
go off
buy.
and do your-
Yeah.
I'm just
Once it's
practicing.
closed.
Takes me a minute.
Okay.
See you in a bit.
You head towards Worms Rock.
Yeah.
Did you sort of step into to the side to disguise yourself?
Yes,
So you're not-
yes.
That's fine. Yes. No problem.
Just going to loiter.
The remaining four of you are loitering near one of these sort of house fronts, storefronts that dot the side of the Worms Crossing Bridge. Can everyone please make me a...
Balls check.
No, the four of you. Your passive's 15, yes?
Yes.
Courage.
Balls. He's getting them back, guys. He's
Oh, no.
powering up
We're
again.
in trouble. We're in so much
It's a
trouble.
nat 20.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. Yorica,
Yes.
what's in your pocket?
Aw.
Actually, literally nothing. Because I've thrown that dagger away, I have nothing on me.
Not even any money?
Nope.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
York doesn't carry cash. We established this. It was rubbish.
Yeah.
Very unhealthy.
Hey,
I have
someone
literally
pickpocketed Viorica for nothing.
Yes, that's the
Try
best.
So they
It's
picked,
just like
there's literally nothing.
Richest looking person.
And the-
just
yeah,
like,
there was-
why?
oh, you know what there is in your pocket?
Oh no, the note.
The
Oh,
Information. Yes, that is what was in your pocket.
the holy relic. he
yeah,
said.
no, which I did look at. I can't even vaguely claim that that's true, but did I look at
You
it?
did. You just like treasured it.
I'll put this in for later.
Oh no.
That sucks.
Really sucks.
Oh, we can't even.
You can check your pockets at any time. Maybe now would be a good time to read it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's nothing in my pockets?
Oh, right.
Oh, motherfucker!
Hey, Viorica, what did that note say?
Yes. What?
It's not here.
What's not?
I don't have anything in my pockets.
You've never had anything in your.
The note. The note's gone.
I will look around.
Yes.
Perception check.
Same.
Oh
Look
my
around.
god.
13.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Fucking sister.
What?
I'm just. No, it doesn't.
Okay,
I'm
if-
not the best person to give guidance to for this, but I have given guidance to myself and got a 5.
5.
Am I allowed to find out what everyone else rolled before I decide whether to re-roll it or not?
13.
You can use your luck point, yes.
I'm going to use that.
Or you-
I should have
Re-roll.
guided.
Total Chaos is a saving throw. No.
well, I've got
No, I can
15.
use Tides of Chaos.
15.
I can use Tides of Chaos on anything, but
You have luck points as well.
I'm going to use
Eileen.
luck.
Better.
There you go.
19.
There we go.
No, 18 perception, sorry.
Okay. Across the way from you, someone is walking away from you, shoulders down,
Yes.
like very clearly, like how not to be seen.
Yes.
And they appear to be shaking their head.
I'm gonna go and try and rugby tackle them. This is a really bad idea, but I'm quite upset about the note.
Okay, let me get tested grapple.
Shit.
Yes,
Run
yes,
after
you the strong
Viorica.
one.
Yeah,
Without your
absolutely.
bolt strength.
I know.
I'm going to make sure.
Ooh, that's pitiful as well. Yeah, that's a 6.
Cool. The person that you run up to and try and grab just sees you coming and quickly ducks out of the way and
Yeah.
you face plant.
Yep.
And they turn and skitter and run. Is anyone else trying to run after this person?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Pretty important. And like we're relatively sure that we're relatively sure that they're the person who's both near us and moving away. Like it's,
They were near you. They were near
Yeah.
you, and then they were moving
Yeah,
away. It's
we're
a fairly
pretty
safe
sure,
assumption
yeah.
to make with an 18 perception.
Yeah.
I'll allow that. They didn't roll high enough on their stealth check.
Yeah, running after them
Okay, you all run. Do you want to keep also make some contested grapples here?
subtly. Yeah.
I slowed him down. Them down. Sorry.
That's right.
I might.
So is it acrobatics?
Athletics if you're trying to grapple someone.
Athletics. All right.
I'm gonna cast hold person on them.
That's the badger.
Do it first.
Dang it.
9.
9.
Do you know what? Lilith will, even though she's the weakling. Yes, no.
Yeah.
Take quick.
I do it.
And you cast whole person.
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom
please,
saving.
Yeah.
No. Yes. As they, whoa, we're the dealer. Run. Boom. Just fall over and just lying on the side, not moving.
Oh god. I go through their
Well
pockets.
People are looking around. What's going on?
Oh, don't worry. I'll see if they're alright. Don't
People
worry.
turn away. Someone stopping a pickpocket is not a rare sight.
Looking after you. Oh, good. I'm gonna go through their pockets.
Please do.
They don't move because they're frozen. Just roll again, don't they?
Yeah, every
What's the
turn,
DC?
At the end of each turn.
14. As you start going through their pockets, they, hey, what are you doing?
I'm gonna just try and put my weight on them and I'll try and hold them down.
Hey,
Hi.
buy me dinner first. Yeah.
We roll around them, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
What
I really wouldn't move.
have you got in your pockets?
Whose business is it?
Ours.
Someone have a look.
I'm going to start searching now.
Wait, hey, you and all, dinner first.
You couldn't afford me, and just everything, like pulling out. I have no compunction about this.
A couple of coppers, dagger or two, and your note.
And I go off and read everything in it.
Any particular reason why you decided to pick this one?
Look at him.
That's a very good point. just
Clearly
I don't
someone
know.
wealthy in it.
I get off them.
You right?
Oh no! Punch him in the face.
Oh, do it.
Yeah.
Go on.
No, Lilith
After
again.
that.
Not the one.
No.
Just. Yeah. No. Lilith pissed. Lilith don't like that.
This is Smackdown.
Unarmed strike.
Yes,
yeah,
please.
a 19.
Oh.
And I just go buy her dinner first.
Yes! Loving
A
it.
D4.
No, it's not a
No,
D4.
it's
You're
not
not a
close.
mouse.
One. Oh yeah, no.
It's just one plus your strength mod, so
Yeah,
one.
Sure, just one.
You all just walk off.
Yes.
What does it say in the damn note?
Keeping a more careful eye behind us
Yes.
and around us and about us.
Yeah, can I see who has been paying attention if anyone's
Sure.
Still
Roll a
looking.
perception check.
looking too interested?
Mhm.
7.
With a 7, you can't see anyone else looking even that way. Viorica.
On the ground. No, on the ground. Now up and going and looking at the note.
I'm gonna watch that person and make sure they leave.
Yeah, they get up and look a bit like, and they look pissed,
Yeah.
and they sort of
Okay.
glare
With a
at
little
you.
bit of a bloody nose.
Oh yeah. They glare at you and they walk off back down the bridge towards Rivington, but not into Rivington. They live on the bridge. Viorica. Any valuables from House Ravenshade
Yes.
have been stored
Yes.
with your brother
Oh, piss.
in the Hall of Wonders, which is the Temple of Gond in the Upper City, because it has very secure, lockable vaults.
Right. Great. Shame. Really. So I'm going to relay this information to everyone,
Mm-hmm.
as quietly as maybe.
Mm-hmm.
What are we going to do about this?
We have seeming. We'll look like them and walk in.
Perfect.
I mean,
Knew there was a reason I hired you.
And because she's like, well, badass.
That is true.
No, that was really cool.
I've never seen that spell before.
Toxic masculinity.
I
Pow.
punched him in the
Good. Please don't do that to me.
face. I won't. I think it's a one-off thing that just happened.
Cohen, you were going into Worm's Rock.
Yes. As he's walked over there, he's decided that Bailey's original voice wasn't defined enough for him to maintain, and so he's going to try again when he gets there.
Ratchet up
You
the
didn't
old
like it,
folks
Joe?
thing. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I didn't like that.
It's going to be.
I just couldn't. I'm just going to put a tiny bit of Northern into it, or something to latch onto, because I didn't have anything until then. Anyway,
Great.
that's
Great.
not important.
Thank you for telling us. It was. Feel part of your process now.
It's part of Cohen's process. He's got our voices.
As you walk over the drawbridge, there is one guard on the other side of the drawbridge who, frankly, looks a bit like, if they storm this place, I'm screwed. But no, I will look imposing. Standing there looking imposing. Hello.
Oh, deal with him.
Hello there.
Hi.
It's just me. I
don't know you.
No, I know, we've not met. What's your name?
John.
John, pleasure to meet you. I'm Bailey. Been around the block a few times.
Hello, Bailey.
I'm just coming through because I've got a message to deliver to someone slightly higher up the chain, so I just need to come through if it's not a problem.
So you want to see Commander Horn?
Well, yeah, is it...
Slap bang into that one.
I don't need to talk to Commander Horn directly. Is Commander Horn here now, or are they...
Yeah, Commander Horn. Sorry, do you not? Commander Horn's in charge.
No, I know Commander Horn's in charge, but you never know. Sometimes they're those upper type lots, they go walkabouts, don't they?
No, he's still here.
Oh, it's good that he's here, but no, it's not a message for him. It's a message for someone further into the city. So I just need to go and deliver it. They've asked me personally, you see.
Oh, what's the message?
Well, you see, you know that big fire out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you believe it? There was a patriarch caught up in it, and that can't be... I know,
no.
that can't be happening. So, you're just
that's bad.
going to have to let me through so that we, us lot
And they
don't
sent
get in
you?
trouble. Aye, they did, because I was one of the ones that saw it, so they were just
They
like,
don't need to know
go
in a
on,
rush or
Bailey.
something, because you...
Pardon?
Never mind.
What did you say?
I'm not in a rush.
You don't seem that harried.
I am trying to get through, but you, young man, are impeding my progress. Do you want me to put that into my report?
Surely they could just send a message to the...
I am the message. I'm a messenger. Now let me through, young man.
You don't seem... This is all very irregular.
You seem very obstructive.
This is the best roleplay.
What would you like to roll?
Persuasion with advantage.
Roll persuasion,
I mean,
yeah.
it was quite intimidating.
So
Not use
happy.
intimidation. Isn't it?
That's true,
It was
yeah.
quite intimidating. Surprisingly so.
To be fair, in reality, that was if that was going to be something, that was an intimidation technique. So I think I'll roll intimidation.
It is up
regardless
to
of
you
whether
what
it's
you'd
the
like
best.
to roll. I'm not going to force this.
Yeah, I'll roll intimidation. I'm good at that. That's 17.
Okay, I'll we to lower the drawbridge.
Yes, please, John.
We don't lower the drawbridge at night time.
I know we don't conventionally, but there's a patriarch on the line.
I have to ask Commander Horn.
No, we don't need to ask Commander Horn. Because if you ask Commander Horn, do you know what he'll say to you? He'll say, well, it's a bloody patriarch. Why haven't you lowered the bridge already? I mean, I know it doesn't sound like that, but still.
That's close enough. But what if I lowered the bridge by accident? There's only me, Commander Horn, and like 2 others, and they're busy playing cards upstairs.
Well, then let's not disturb them. Let's just get going. I'll even help you do it if you need.
Come on, John. Come on, John.
I need to. I mean, the gate's upstairs. That's where the other 2 are, and they told me to watch this and make sure no one came in.
Well, shall I go and have a word with them as well? Do you think I need to do that? I'll say John told me I had to come and speak to you.
Let's go together. This area's unguarded. Oh no.
Make a decision, man.
All right. Can you stay here and guard the bridge, and I'll go upstairs and ask them to lower the drawbridge. I might ask the commander as well because I'm worried. It's all very irregular.
Look, you ask the commander if you want to, mate. I'm just worried what'll happen to you. Commander Horn's, it's not always the most reasonable, is it? Exactly. And judging by the tone of your voice, you're quite scared of the man.
No.
No, sorry, you're not.
Yeah.
You're not. No, you're a big brave man.
I like to imagine that the countdown clock of 24 is also dropping this guy's brain, being like, dunk.
He's a dangerous spellcasty type, and his little familiar keeps watching, and it's really creepy.
Yeah, that's really gross, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, look, I trust your judgment. You seem like a good-hearted lad, and you'll do the right thing, so that patriarch out there doesn't burn to death.
Alright, I'm gonna go upstairs and get the gate. I need you to guard the gate.
Alright, I'll guard this bit for you while you're gone,
I'll
so that
come
you
back.
don't get in trouble.
And if anyone tries to cross it from either side, you gotta tell them no.
Exactly.
No!
That's our job. That's our only job. And I've been doing it for many a year longer than you, young lad, so I know it well, don't you worry.
This imaginary patriarch is so dead.
It would take roughly an
Dead.
hour
I was gonna say,
to run
dead when they, like,
to the city.
sent a messenger, an old messenger.
All right. Runs off and goes through one. There's a secret side door. There's arrow slits all the way down. There's murder holes all the way down. It is designed to be hard to get to the city from here. You're just waiting there.
Yeah, like I won't be actually fully guarding the bridge. Like I'll be mostly looking out for myself, but standing in that position.
Well, I don't understand what exactly you're guarding, given that no one can get through, because the bridge ends, like,
No, but
there's just a gap, and then you're like, oh.
I'm looking out for this guy
Yeah.
I don't get what that guy was guarding
good-
either.
it's a good
It's
thing to
pointless
do.
job.
Because he
As we've
seems
gotten
like a
back
loose-
from this pickpocket. If we turn around, can we see that?
There's still a guard guarding that.
But we know it's the
You can
face
see
of
that. You can
Giant
see
guard.
that. It's the face.
Look,
Well,
look,
it's
look
Cohen's.
familiar.
It's Cohen's baby guard.
It's Bailey Nesbitt.
It's Bailey Nesbitt.
Okay,
Little
and
baby
I'm
Nesbitt.
going to telepathically go like, so?
Yeah, so I'm in charge now.
You just right. Why is the drawbridge not down then?
Oh, it's happening. Just wait. I've sent a good lad called John over to do it.
You really like your accents, don't you?
Sorry, in my head it gets confused.
Very
The
well.
other drawbridge
Oh my god, so it's happening.
starts going down on the northern side.
Right on,
Wait.
Run!
Go.
Not yet.
Well,
Wait
we
till it's
can't
closed.
disguise ourselves.
Wait till it's closed. Wait till it's closed.
I mean, they'll just see us running over the bridge. I mean,
There's 3 people. I would be careful what you do, and apparently there's a creepy familiar.
There's four people, guards in total.
Wow.
Right.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna.
Waiting for the
So,
drawbridge.
do I wait
I
for John?
tried to run. Let the record show. Yes.
Did someone grab the oracle?
Very slowly
I know.
coming down. Like,
I'm overexcited.
I'll,
Like collar.
Yeah, fine.
I'll watch
Yeah.
the drawbridge go down for a little bit.
From behind the 4 of you, you hear, "Hey!" You turn around and there's like 20 people, like standing amongst them, one with a bloodied nose. Yeah, they're the ones that hit me.
Ah, good. A distraction. Yes. Do follow us, and I'll peg it.
And I will run with you. I'm going to run with you. That's hilarious.
oh no, my legs are so short compared to everyone else's.
Oh, this is absolutely brilliant.
Wonderful.
Looks like you got into some of your own wacky side adventures.
Are you all running across the
Yeah.
drawbridge?
I'll do like prestidigitation of just like run.
Oh,
No, like-
you're setting the fire, the gun off for the race.
Prestidigitation is just more like stupid fireworks, and that's
Okay.
it. Literally, like yes, do follow us.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Okay.
Are you all dashing across the drawbridge?
Yeah.
is it closed yet?
The one on your side is open. The one on the far side is opening.
Yeah.
We can just run up, and then we can jump.
Yeah.
and do the
As you
original.
all start to
Yeah.
run, what do you do as they and behind them crowd of angry commoners with an axe to grind?
The crowd of angry commoners are probably a good thing to let come into the
Yes.
Yes,
It's
that's the plan.
So yeah, I just turn and start to go myself.
Okay, lovely. You very quickly get to the other side of the Worm's Rock, and just the drawbridge is still opening slowly from the secret door. Right, oh no!
I'm so sorry. I like literally dropped suddenly. I was overwhelmed. I got too arrogant. I can only ask that you don't make the same mistake in your later life.
Save yourself.
He turns, takes his sword. Right, you lot, get back! And starts walking towards the southern side of this and shouting, help! Upstairs, as the 4 of you are running across, levels his sword at all of you and goes, stay where you are!
We're being chased by that lot. If you stop that thought, then we'll be fine.
Bro, actually, no, that's absolutely true.
Yeah.
Why are they chasing you?
Because I punched a pickpocket.
They're an angry mob.
Oh no!
John, there's something you need to do in this situation, and that's to use your voice. And then I'll use thaumaturgy to make my voice 3 times louder
Oh my
to control
god.
the
nice,
crowd.
Step down.
All right, now you lot, listen up. John there.
I'm running still the other way. I'm not
running past
waiting for
this
this.
guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
On.
no, that's
You can get past John.
Yeah.
John is distracted by
Yeah,
this.
we're like playing. Not us.
Yeah.
At the moment, you got John and you got me. But if you fuck around anymore. You're not going to have John and Bailey. You're going to have Captain Horn and his creepy family.
Roll me into it.
Did you not get advantage for that? That was amazing.
I think because of full advantage, I will give you advantage.
Thank you. The second roll was much better. 25.
Thank God.
The crowd, like, do the little like stop.
Yeah.
That's right. You all know where you live.
That was amazing.
That's all right, John. Take a leaf out of my book, and one day I'm sure you'll be able to do it just as good as me.
From
You've got
behind
many
you,
years
two
yet.
other guards have walked out. Hey, what's going on? And they're both walking out of this side entrance.
As we're just-
the portcullis is now at about a 45 degree portcullis. Sorry, the drawbridge is now at about a 45 degree angle,
And we're
and he's still going down. It's at a 45 degree angle, and they were turning. Here, what's going on? Oi, you four! As you're on the far side, like you could run up and jump.
Yeah, I think that's...
Yeah. I'm gonna go run up and jump the end. So hang on, they behind us or in front of us?
They're behind us.
They're behind us. In which case, I'm not even turning around.
Yeah.
I'm just
Steep.
running
Same.
and jumping.
I cast Charm Person at second level to hit them both.
Oh, John.
it's Bailey.
No, it's Bailey. Just sounds like it's...
What am I
like
rolling?
John is probably actually like falling in love with you right now.
They make wisdom saves.
Wisdom.
Is that what I said?
Swifty.
That's what I said.
Like strong Connery.
Wow!
It's back.
Yeah,
Okay.
Juan.
we are saving ourselves.
One
here.
of the guards goes, are you alright? The other one goes, what's going on? And just sort of looks around at his one buddy who seems to be like, it's all fine here. John, who's confused, the mob who've been momentarily stopped, and you, and the other four slowly scrabbling up a 45 degree angle looking to jump off the edge.
Listen here, this young man has just done an exemplary job of controlling this crowd here. Alright? If it wasn't for him, this lot would have overrun the whole place and you'd have had a whole lot of problems on your hand. So you need to give this man a pay rise or a promotion because he's an asset. Who are you? I'm Bailey. Bailey Nesbitt.
There you go. That is so.
And I've been in this business for 30 years.
I've never met you before, mate.
No, that's because I'm normally up to the other end. But guess what? There's a patriarch on fire. And me and this lot are going to get up into the proper town and sort it out.
And you're all just like, it is now flat. You could.
Hooray!
Do you intend to stand in the way
Yeah, but who are those for?
of this? They are...
There's a deception check in your future, Joe.
Whatever you say, but make it good.
There's at least one.
They're the able-bodied friends and family of said patriarch. They're the escorts and such like.
Yes.
I'm going to turn around and just be like, run, you fucking fool!
Three humans and a dwarf.
Yes, because not every patriarch wants to look like one. They get pickpocketed to shit in there, wouldn't they? And then I literally point at the guy who's been punched in the face. Wouldn't you? If you saw a patriarch, wouldn't you rob him?
Yeah.
There you go, case in point.
This is unbelievable.
You're all a deception check.
With advantage, surely to God.
Oh my god!
That is a... Let's see what
This is
the...
where it starts to...
Unravel.
Yeah, it makes weird noises. I forgot how good I am at lying. Oh no, it's only 14, but... From a 6, that was a big upgrade.
I rolled a 14 as well.
Oh
Do we re-roll?
Things stay the same. People
Okay.
are still unsure. Wow. Right.
That was your best shot, though. That was amazing.
Ooh!
That was amazing.
What?
Oh, I mean, like, mechanically, it makes... I might be able to do it. I'm not sure.
How far are we
Have a
away
roll.
from
Do
you?
it, do it.
You're roughly 30 feet away from this.
Really?
A bit more.
I was going to say.
I mean, you're upper.
Yeah, well, yeah.
30 to 50.
Come on.
Abernathy could be at the back. I'm happy for that to be the case.
I cast guidance at range.
Oh!
A D4!
Well, how do you cast guidance at range?
I'm just like, oh, please, come on, you can do it. Come on. And it just kind of like these waves of...
No, but like, they could actually a shape of a heart coming out.
Oh no, that's terrible.
I think of Abernathy as a Care Bear.
Oh dear.
The whole time.
How does your guidance manifest itself?
I think it's that wish, and it's like what should we go for this? What haven't we had? Yeah, it's like a wash of colour that will kind of come out of it. So
Yeah,
it's just
that's
fade
watercolour,
and faint, and it just kind of.
And before it even gets
Right.
close, it's sort of wispy and it's just
Yeah.
affecting you, so add a d4.
Excellent. 16 now.
Yeah.
Damn.
That was. Yeah.
Mr. Nesbitt has shown me the power of positive thinking and standing up for yourself. Clear off, you lot. Go on. Shove it. And
From the diaphragm.
shove it. And the people on the bridge like kicking pebbles and they were turning around and walking off. And John Snowman goes, yeah. You go save that patriarch, Mr. Nesbitt.
I will. You'll have a good career, John.
All right.
I'll remember you. Turn and run.
That was amazing.
5 of you run off to the north side
Was
of
that
the
not fun
bridge.
for you?
Yes. From behind, you just hear someone going, seriously, who was that guy? And as you're running off, the bridge has moved up.
See two of them on going, who was that guy?
Yeah,
And you're like,
exactly.
no, seriously, who was that guy?
I'll never forget his name.
Yes. Bailey Nesbitt.
Beautiful. Really nice bit.
I think you've just created a sort of Robin Hood hero for Baldur's Gate. It's amazing.
But only for the guards.
Yeah.
Just for John.
You're on the north side of Worms Crossing. As you walk up the bridge, it is again like overbuilt, so there are houses crowding quite close on either side. As you walk over Worms Crossing, it does dip slightly into Twin Songs, which is a small-ish settlement that is again on the outskirts of Baldur's Gate in the outer city, and is quite well known for being the sort of the starting point of where the city proper kicks in. It's very, very multicultural, very multi-faith. There's a lot of different people. It's very easy to blend in here. And as you are crossing this part of the bridge, dawn strikes the side of the bridge from the east, and sunlight starts to wash between the cracks and between these cracks between these very large buildings, and you are caught in the sunlight once more.
We need to rest somewhere.
Yeah, he stops playing. Gets rid of that. Yeah, good idea. Anyone got any hangouts?
Is the Elven Song Tavern anywhere nearby?
Oh god, no, that's back in city proper. This is Twin
Oh,
Songs,
yeah.
it's in the outer city.
Yeah.
Your house is up in Southspeed, which is not far.
I've got a room in the next town, but like, if I've still got it,
Well, it's better than anything else we've got.
Firstly, they're looking, like looking there for us. Secondly, like rent is like daily.
I can afford that.
No, but I haven't paid it for the last 2 days, so
Well-
I might not have it anymore. And if I do go and be like, sorry, they might be like, oh, hey, weren't you wanted for murder? I'll just call someone to collect a bounty on that.
Is there a tavern nearby?
Twin Songs is full of taverns and temples and the like.
Same problem there, though.
But if you
People
can look like
recognise
something
us.
else, we can try and just sneak in.
Seeming?
We are not using that
I
spell
know.
to get into a fucking tavern.
It did seem a bit much. I didn't know what you were suggesting, if not that.
Alright, I can probably look like something to get you lots in, but you've still got the faces of wanted criminals. I mean, I suppose if you pull the hoods real low and we're pilgrims, we're sick pilgrims in need of shelter.
Could
What
cough
if-
a lot.
What if you went in and got yourself a room in an inn, and then maybe there's some way you could let us in and we don't have to go in the front way?
You know from experience, the outer city is not policed anywhere near as
Yeah.
heavily. Chances
Yeah.
of you being arrested and picked up out here are slim to none.
I'm more worried about people selling that information.
The people out here know already. You know, Lakshmana had to
Rillington,
find
they
out
didn't.
things
Yes,
from
no, I know.
like
Rillington,
people,
they
like
didn't.
find information out.
We can keep moving and get more exhausted until we find somewhere that we do think is okay, but no one really has an option.
I mean, let's go back to mine. Like, I've got a key. I can get in. Like, let's see.
Let's try.
I could
I
go in.
not see anyone.
I could go into a tavern disguised as somebody, ask if they know anything about any criminals, and then sort of check a few. And if I find one that doesn't seem to care, then we could just get you all in.
Have you got money? You got
I have money.
I've got a little bit of money.
I don't have anything.
I've got a note.
And don't lose it.
Again.
Are you going to head for a local tavern, or are you going to go
I'm
to a
gonna
shop?
reach into
my
my bag
pockets.
and give Mr. Whistlepocket one silver piece.
Oh, no,
wow.
I'm like,
You
it's fine.
You said you didn't have anything, so
I
we
know,
might as well
but-
split it
Oh.
because it was yours originally. So
Oh, right.
Taverns or
Thank
house?
you, Shakti.
Taverns or house?
house.
House.
You don't necessarily have to meet anyone going in,
Yeah.
but they're more likely to be watching it.
I mean, we'd have to be very careful and actually check the place out before we went in, I imagine.
Let's do that. That'd be better. That's a smart plan.
I think let's go for the house.
So you don't
It's
stop
the
in Twin
next town.
Songs.
It's the next village over.
You continue up the road. Yes, you continue up the road and start making your way. There is only one main road. Twin Songs spreads out a bit. It is quite high up. There is a sort of steep path down the cliffs to the water from this side as well, but it is mostly quite high up. And as you make your way across through Twin Songs and out, this road, Dusthawk Hill, is very prominent to your left, so to the west. And the sun is shining quite brightly across you now as you're making your way up the side of the hill. Southfoot you smell before you enter. As described before, there's a lot of butcheries and tanneries there. And Ashakti leads you to a quite large, almost tenement-style house. It's all wood, and there's a lot of different smaller rooms. As you walk in the front door, the orc who used to run this place is still there. Hey, where you been?
I'm sorry. I got the rent
You
for
owe
you.
me
I know.
3 days.
I know. 3. Right. Yeah.
He's still
Are we
on
all? Are we all with you?
Yeah, you're walking.
Yeah.
I get out of gold.
him.
This
No.
will pay for her rent for a bit longer as well.
Right, fair's fair. I don't care how I get it as long as I do.
There you go.
Takes the gold.
That's like 10
I'm in.
days, isn't it?
Yep.
Sweet.
Should be a while.
Was it?
How much do you
I don't
pay
know how
rent?
much you pay rent.
Yeah.
Well, I earn 3 gold pieces a day, and I actually earn 1. So yeah. Okay, probably.
Yeah. Fits.
Right, sorted for the
1 a
week.
day. Yeah.
So another 4 days after this. I'm keeping track.
Tink! Starts making crosses in a notebook.
Thanks, Lilith.
You're welcome.
I'll just walk through and hope he doesn't say anything about my many new friends who are going to stay in my room with
Oh,
me.
he makes no judgments.
Okay, cool. Maybe it was like a new subletting situation. Then it's cool.
I don't think he'd mind as long as he gets the money.
Yeah.
The room is small. There's not even enough floor space for all of you to lie down.
Wow.
And it doesn't have a washroom that is shared.
Nor a
And-
magical mini
I
fridge.
cast
Nor a magical mini fridge.
prestidigitation and
Very-
clean everyone up.
very
and
small.
the flat. It's like all the room as I go around, just kind of like
Oh,
doing it
you-
without thinking.
You do it twice and it's done.
Yeah.
And also the smell wafts back in through the window. Hard to stop that.
Look at your little ODCD
Damn.
self.
I've got to look for people watching it. I look out the window.
I'll try and do the same.
I will
Put my head
assist.
out the door.
I will assist a Shakti.
Okay.
Actually, no, I won't because I've got better perception than she does.
You can all roll if you like.
I'll give guidance to Lilith.
16.
Guidance.
No need,
Sure,
but
why not?
go for it.
That's a 24 plus. Why not the guidance?
Mm-hmm.
26.
That wasn't bad for me. I'll just ignore that though.
You look out the window
18.
and there are various other of these quite tall buildings, so 2 to 3 floors in each case, and they are basically tenement buildings. All made of wood, all rotting a little, and they're not particularly well looked after. As you're looking around, you look into a window across the way and blink for a second. Is that... No, it's someone hanging out in the laundry.
Is it actually just someone hanging? Because I rolled such a high
26.
perception for us. Okay, it is.
No, I didn't say yes or no.
Oh.
Is there
I
anyone there?
suggest we take watches. I don't think we're going to find anywhere else.
I don't think we're all going to fit on the floor at the same time anyway.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's a very good point.
Sorry.
It's fine.
No,
Why are
it's
you
all right.
apologising? This is a haven for us at the moment.
I don't have any food or tea. I'm sorry.
Because we've been in luxury the whole time.
Yes.
Well, no, but when people come around your house, you got to give them tea, don't you?
Another time, perhaps.
Okay.
What would it be? 2 on, 3 off? Does that make sense?
Because it's 8 hours we're trying to fill, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
I mean, we should do one at a time, otherwise it'll take us too long.
I see. One per hour
Yeah.
all the way through. Okay.
Or
Mhm.
couple hours.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take the first watch as soon as I'm here.
If you rest through most of the day, you can be all fully rested by late afternoon, early evening,
Yeah.
basically.
Mm-hmm.
Time of night's not a bad way to travel.
I would like that.
At least it's light outside now, we can see better.
Mm-hmm.
Although
That's
getting
right.
into the city might be trickier.
Trickier at night. What year do they close the gates at night?
I was just checking that.
I can't remember.
We should probably presume that they do.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I do. I sort of presume that they do, but I haven't checked fully. on that.
Can we
get,
press long rest, or is that too assumptive?
Yeah.
Tourism to do yet.
we could get there. Well, yeah, we could try and get there just before the gates close, couldn't we?
I'm just checking that.
What time?
I want to make sure I've got timings right on this. Right.
Get some incidental filler music.
Yeah, you do. They're closed at night, at dusk.
Yeah. It's early.
So
I think
if you
that's fair
finished on time, you'd have just about enough time to get there if you made haste and didn't get slowed down or stopped by anything.
I'm sure that would.
You get rats on a stick on the way.
Well, we need to rest anyway.
Yeah.
There's
You can all
no-
press the long rest button.
Long rest.
Is there anything anyone? This is not enough space to like. It's probably 2 of you on watch and 3 of you.
Yeah, there's
sleeping
not
at
enough
some
space to lie down. Otherwise.
So you can probably have conversations between 2 of you, 2 or 3 of you if you want to.
Do we lose our temporary hit points now?
You do on a long rest. You lose temporary hit points.
They have gone.
Did you actually not lose any of your temporary hit points?
I lost 6 of them.
Well done.
Does anyone want to take a moment to chat with each other? You can choose your twos
You can choose your tools.
Choose your tools.
Choose your tools.
if you want to. If not, we can
Whoever
move
whoever
on.
I'm on with first, I don't know who that would be. It's a pretty random. Okay. How do you keep watch? I've never done it before.
It's not like a thing. It's just let's watch out. It's not like a specific thing that you have to learn.
Well, okay.
It's just watching things.
Well, like what, just out the window, or
Yeah, like I don't know. Let's just occasionally stick our head out and listen for sounds, and then like if anyone's coming to get us, we'll be more alert and can wake everyone up quick.
So if one of us had been awake when the fire had been set, or at least earlier, then we would have been better off. It's going to be very boring.
Yes, probably.
As the day heats up, outside is becoming noisier. The sounds of the city, sounds of the outer city, so a lot of shouting and swearing, and
Yeah.
the smell from the nearby tannery is getting worse.
Worse. Yeah.
You do occasionally hear the sort of screech of a dying horse.
I'm really hungry as well.
What did you say?
I'm really hungry.
That was amazing. That was absolutely amazing. Can I try given that he's going to be very, very keen, can I try a perception check? I was going to say a persecution check. I don't think there is such a
Can
thing.
I, instead of
Please don't.
rolling, give
Fiorca advantage? Of course you can.
Thank you.
telling him how to keep
Yep.
watch?
Look over there.
My experience is not brilliant. Perception is 10.
Well, it's hard to know what to look at, really. Lots of people doing sort of various bits and bobs. You get sort of very interested looking across the way at. There's a person in a room. They're lying down. Are they dead? No, they're asleep.
Yes,
Yeah, they're
that's
asleep.
Yep.
Are they dead? No, they're asleep. They're asleep.
Okay.
But
yeah, it's that kind of stuff. And then there's a shout. No, wake up! No. Oh, no, they are. Anyway.
and then they get up and
Oh, right.
and look across the way and see you looking. And
Yeah. Sorry.
What's the matter? Did you see something?
Something I probably shouldn't have seen. Yes. It's fine. I'm quite enjoying this. I think.
Lovely stuff.
You know when we were in the bathy place,
Yeah.
and you said something about like not being one of Cohen's baths.
Oh, only he likes to have fun in baths, and I can't really do that.
You seemed fine, apart from your foot.
There's a reason why I can sing like this. It's a physical reason. I got
That means you can't take baths. I'm very confused.
No. I made sure my voice was forever pure.
It sounds really nice. What do you have to do?
2 little bits of you have to be removed.
You have to. Oh.
It was my choice. When my mother died, I wanted to. She'd always loved how I was so young and beautiful and pure. So I decided to try and remain that way, and she always loved my singing voice, and I didn't want it to change because I knew it was going to change, and I didn't want to grow up. Now I have grown up, and it hurts, but it's fine. At least I can honour her when I sing.
You sing real good.
I would bloody well hope so.
We're gonna probably get this all sorted out, and then you can go back to being rich and singing a
No, I
lot.
can't. They're never going to invite me back.
Well, you can.
I was always an interloper at the best of times. The only reason why I was even considered at all is because I could sing very prettily.
I've heard some people singing in pubs in Southford, and they give them money for that, just for singing.
Just for singing?
Yeah.
That would be wonderful.
Yeah.
Would they take to me? I'm not really of their kind.
Sure.
I'll see if I can rough myself up a bit.
Well, no, it's
Probably lose the
no,
handkerchief.
it's like the highbrow stuff. It's like just you need an intellectual audience to appreciate it because you like singing other languages and stuff, don't you?
I try. I don't think they could sing whatever they want. If they could just pay me for singing, I'd be happy. Forever.
And because you got things chopped off, then you can't go in baths.
I'm sure I could go in a bath. I'm just not sure I could enjoy it as much as going.
Ah. Okay. Shaq doesn't know I don't know what I'm talking about. I continue to keep watch. These patriarchs, they live strange lives.
Amazing.
I decide
Glad we cleared that
try
all
out
up
a
then.
bath
Yep.
next time we go to a bath. I should have tried
You
the
will
bath.
remember the last time you were in a bath
We should have
that
tried
Viorica sat in the
Yeah,
bath.
I know, I mean, he seemed fine, but he probably just didn't enjoy it as much as Chloe was enjoying it.
Oh, jeez.
I love this show.
Cool. Anyone else during your break?
When
Can I? I was going to go on and watch with you if you wanted to.
Oh,
but
sure.
if you wanted to.
engaged.
All right.
Take a bath. Apparently he has fun in them.
Do I wake up like? Can we wake up at like the end of that and being like?
Change over. Sleeping all right?
I don't really sleep.
Oh. Okay.
It's kind of more like a meditation thing, ish.
I'll just chalk it up to magic stuff. Who was that person earlier, the flaming fist that you were sort of screaming at? Or rather, they were screaming at you, and you looked like you were screaming in your head.
You knew that. Yes, you've probably gotten used to that look.
You make a face when you do it.
In my head, it's like, do I?
Yeah, it's this.
I'm aware. That was Cara, one of my fiancés.
One of your fiancés.
Yes, I'm engaged to 2.
Wow.
All three of us. To one another.
And how do you feel about them?
In what capacity do you want me to answer that?
I don't know. If you
I'm-
were to put a word on the way you feel...
The most corniest of words, Cohen. What do you think I feel towards them?
Alright, so you love them. Is that what
With
you-
everything I have.
Okay, now that's the... What does that feel like? Because
Oh.
how can you possibly... And what does it feel like? Do they feel the same way about you?
I should hope so.
Isn't that just hell?
Terrifying.
Like the amount of pressure that must be on you, the amount of expectation constantly to be something.
This isn't about me, is it?
What? No, I'm curious about you and your.
You're not curious about me. You're trying to talk to me about something that you want to talk about, so why don't you just brave up and talk to me about it?
I don't actually know exactly how to put whatever I'm
So,
dealing with into words. So I was.
Your ish partner, how are they? How was that chat? You never
Alright.
really spoke about it.
No, I haven't, have I?
No. So would you like to?
Well, my ish partner's not a partner. We broke up a while ago.
And you seem fine about it.
I am fine about it because I didn't really understand what we were in the first place. It sort of happened by accident. And then it stopped, well, because of a different accident. They killed someone. They, and I know people die in the city all the time.
That doesn't... Just because killing happens often and regularly doesn't make it any less brutal.
Well, exactly. And they killed someone that frankly, I hated them. To be honest, in the moment, I was almost happy. And then it sort of caused a huge change in my life. And then I couldn't stay where I was. I ended up in the upper city after that happened. And
So they
look, okay, fine. I'll just cut the crap. They killed my dad. And then it was an accident. They didn't mean to do it.
I go and hug him instantly.
Oh, God.
Yes, I don't really do these much either.
Well, then, I'm glad that you find it just as weird as I do.
Yes, I do.
Who's gonna go first?
And
Yeah.
then kiss him on the cheek and then move away from the hug.
And so this, and he gets out his patriarch coin, that's who this belonged to. It's not really mine.
Your father?
Yeah. I know, why doesn't he have his own one, you're asking me?
Wait, no, so you're a part of a patriarch family?
Technically, yes. But if you look at me, I'm not exactly what you'd classically consider desirable patriarch material.
Neither am I, but I'm going to marry one.
And I wish you all the best. I mean, if that gets you in, then great.
That's not why I'm marrying.
No, I know. Sorry. I don't know what I'm saying. But look, yeah, that's... They don't talk to me. I'm estranged, effectively.
And what is the family name?
Hlath.
How do I spell that?
HLAATH.
Hlath. They're mostly idiots, addicts, and arseholes.
Roll me a history check.
Do I know any? Oh yes, I do.
21, I think.
The House Tharth is notorious amongst patriarchs, and you would know this from your connections, for being the house that's always in debt, the house that always has problems, the house that's always involved in something stupid and dumb, and they shouldn't be involved in it. They are
I can't
the
imagine where they got that
sheep
idea from.
of the Baldur's Gate patriarch families.
Yeah,
Right.
that lot.
And you've been doing your very level best to imitate them?
What?
I mean,
No, I'm trying to do everything to not be like them.
by
Because they're-
accidentally doing everything that they are.
I haven't been doing that. I've been... Look, the rich people are all idiots, and so I've just been trying to take their money by, well, not robbing, well, sometimes robbing them. I mean, it depends, but they're all idiots. They all want something. They're all obsessed. Either they want sex, or they want drugs, or they want
And what do you
someone
want?
dead, or they want money, and so, you know,
And what
it's just...
do you want?
I don't know. How does anyone know what you're supposed to... I just want to be alive. That's what I'm focusing on a day-to-day. I barely even have I have a permanent residence somewhere in the lower city, but I'm mostly just trying... I basically just curl up like a cat in whatever rich stranger's home I happen to be in at the time, or not stranger. Put on whatever face they happen to want on the day. Whatever needs doing, to be honest. But this is... Well, that's not going to happen anymore. I can't go back to that. And this is...
Doesn't really sound like it was a living. It sounds like you were surviving.
I was surviving.
Right.
Because
It's not really living, though, is it?
Okay, well then you tell me, what is living?
I can't tell you that. I can't tell you what you want.
Well, then, what do you want for you?
I want to be able to marry the ones that I love.
Excellent.
And not for people to look at me in the street when I hold both their hands.
That sounds like a pretty reasonable ask. How do you know that's what you want?
Because the looks I get, the way people talk to me, is disgusting. And I want it to change.
Right.
Also, remember that time that we were with the weird gremlin-y things and one of them read my mind and then Shakti did the thing with the poinsettia and...
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah, that. It was a very beautiful poinsettia, I will admit. But the first time they read my mind, they said something which was, I don't know what I am. Because look at me. It takes a millisecond to look into my eyes and be either freaked out or rather enchanted by these eyes.
I understand that.
I'm sure you do. I don't know what I am. I'm not human.
No. I didn't really question it, to be honest.
No, and I didn't question you.
No. Well
That's fine. But these are some of the things that I want. And yes, being alive is the base level. So congratulations on that. Now find other things. You're rather talented with varying different things.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So are you.
Now I'm going to look out the window now.
Roll a perception check.
Do you want to assist?
Yeah.
What's that, 18? 18.
18.
Be an arsehole to not after that.
No. You look out to the window and the world is passing by. No one seems to give a jot about a tenement building in Salesfoot.
Cool.
Any more for any more? Could be by yourselves, could be with someone else, I don't mind. This is a long rest, good chance to take a break, take a breather.
I would listen out for an ascending if a letter sent me one, being like... Yeah, but that'd be...
I mean, Abernathy would take his turn, but I don't have anything particularly. He would probably just stand there on his own, look out the window.
Mm-hmm. Okay. At the end of your long rest, waiting throughout the entire day, it comes through to the evening. You do get ascending. It is in the evening.
Okay.
So as you are getting ready to leave Ashakti's and everyone waiting your turn to use the facilities before everyone gets back home from work, because it is a shared space and it's not clean. In your head you get Lilith. I've spoken to Kara. I don't know what's going on. This is a lot, okay? Everyone's saying you're involved in... I love you. So.
I'm back in the city. If you love me, you trust me. And I'll lay down my life to try and clear my name. 1. Goodbye.
Oh, wow. God damn. That was amazing.
And, yeah. Lilith wants to cry and doesn't.
Do you all get ready to go?
Yeah.
As you make your way out of the tenement building, it is now sort of 4-5-ish. and people are starting to filter back home from work to a certain extent, but that's probably all the locals. The tanneries are closing down, shutting down for the day. There are more people on the street, and do you all pull your cloaks up and stealth checks, please?
Very much. I will assist.
The DC is lower in the outer city.
Nice.
Have we come across a cloak anywhere yet, or shall I keep using spell slots for that? I can keep using spell slots for that, it's not a problem.
Roll me a sleight of hand check. Just a general sleight of hand check. Can be anything.
16.
16 as well.
A sleight of hand for this one.
Damn.
On the way out of the tenement building, there's a clothes hook on the ground. There you just grab a cloak as you go. Totally
Nice.
fine. Picking up a cloak should not be difficult. Stealth, please.
16.
16.
23.
23. Get your heart out.
11.
11.
6.
6.
6.
23, 2 16s. Cool. As a group, you pass the BC.
Oh, thank God.
You are slowly making your way. It's a long way. You have to walk all the way around Dusthawk Hill up the road. It will take you a couple of hours walking at a normal pace, or if you decide to walk quickly but might draw more attention, you would be there in about an hour or so. And you make your way through Salisfoot, Whitkeep, past Little Calamshan, Norchapel, and through to Stony Eyes, where the gate is. On this walk, you notice you'll be walking up. You'll be walking up to the Basilisk Gate, but we can talk about that when we get there. For now, as you are walking, you notice a few things on your way. You are pulling your hoods up, being inconspicuous, walking slowly. Those of you who have spent time in the outer city, which is mostly you, Ashakti, and to a certain extent Yuko, and you've been out here a couple of times, but not often, it does look like there are more guards than usual, more flaming fists than usual. The atmosphere is quite tense, people are walking quite quickly, not a lot of sort of pleasant traffic or stopping in the street, that sort of thing. There are times where you feel compelled to pull yourselves into a side alley and wait as a group of 5 to 10, like a whole patrol, pass down. There's only one road, so they pass down, they walk up again. As you walk, you do hear like people talking, whispered rumours. Unsurprisingly, in retelling, the stories have gotten way out of hand.
If we hear these, I think we can. I would definitely kind of enjoy a little bit of like the over embellishment.
Currently, what people think is happening is cultists of Baal murdered a patriarch to bring Baal back into the real world, but it didn't work. So they started going on a killing spree around the lower city, at which point they vanished, and then Rivington was also attacked by the cult, and they don't really know why Rivington was attacked, but fear of the cult is at an all-time high.
Is it... We're not being portrayed as the bad guys, per se, then?
People don't really portray you lot as anything in particular. The way it is described as is a disgraced patriarch ward and accomplices. So it is like...
I was right.
Yeah, there is a certain amount of like... and the descriptions are lurid. A tiefling with green skin and...
sensuous lips.
There's a lot of very lurid descriptions of the 5 of you. It is quite unnerving, to say the least.
Yeah, when you don't get to make your own stories, it's always a bit worrying.
Do you want to buy a rat on a stick?
Yeah, I'm famished, jeez.
Okay.
You pay a bond for a long time
I've got
ago.
1 silver left.
What are the other choices between rat on a stick? Rat on a stick, is it?
Just fresh rat.
This one's squeaking.
There are other things you could get. None are particularly more appetising than others.
Describe to me, Chris.
Oh,
What's the weather doing right now?
like the summer breeze.
Like the summer breeze.
Oh, that's lovely.
Some storm clouds on the horizon.
Right. Oh
Like
no.
my-
That's
That's a metaphor right there.
Some storm clouds on the horizon.
Pathetic fallacy right there.
Yes.
There are various vendors. There are people making like sort of strange round pancakes that they're heating on a very large stone, but and then wrapping all sorts of things in. The things they're wrapping in it though are like rat.
Back to episode 1.
That could be good.
There is a tank, what looks like a fish tank. As you get closer, there's a couple of like what look like sort of prawns, but they look a bit more cockroachy. They might just be cockroaches, or might just be drowning cockroaches, and then impaling them on sticks. People are baking cockroaches in ceramic, sort of like cupcake tin style things.
God, I was really up with this until this bit. Wow.
Hey Ed, there's an octopus in a tank.
I know! There's always a bloody octopus in a tank. I can never get away from them.
Ed has a thing about tentacles.
I do.
But yes, there are people selling various food items along the way.
Buy the rats on the stick for everyone. What's that?
$5.
Eat. Oh, does
No, total.
Wow, no wonder you're completely out of pocket.
Yes.
I see that.
I will buy everyone a rat on a stick.
Hooray!
Thank you, Lilo.
For those who've not had it before, surprisingly good.
Oh,
But chewy is all hell.
Chewy is all hell, yeah.
it really gets in the teeth.
Masticate deliberately.
Just enjoying the acting. Enjoying dad acting.
They don't do beans here, Mr. Whistlepocket.
They should start to.
You could make a good living as a chef if you wanted to change professions.
One thing at a time.
So you make your way round to Stony Eyes, the district before the Basilisk Gate. And as you head into Stony Eyes, the outer city is sort of various pockets around this road, basically. But then when it gets to Stony Eyes, it does sort of spread out and up to the wall. Like, it does get a lot wider. And there's an awful lot of, like, carriage areas and people selling horses and menageries. Animals aren't allowed inside the city, famously.
Yes.
So there's an awful lot of sort of, like, strange squawking and squeaking around Stony Eyes as you make your way in. Coming up to the gate, there is a queue to get into the city. Obviously, the last one's in and out. Looking at the queue, at the front of the queue there are at least 5 Flaming Fist guards all standing, and they are patting down and checking everyone.
Right, this might be a bit of a sterner test.
How many did you say there were? 5?
5.
Do I know of any, like, the dodgy secret ways in?
Not, no. You haven't
no,
asked.
I
You
don't, I'm not.
don't-
Do we? I don't think I want to do this any more than anyone else, but do we want to go down to the sewers? Can we do that?
The sewers connect from the upper to the lower city, not from the lower to the outer.
Ah. Okay.
If we do the spell now, we have 8 hours to go and get the paintbrush, but it will be a night.
Who will you turn us into?
You'd have to get from here through
Yeah.
the lower city to the upper into the upper city.
Yeah.
Some of you can, some of you probably shouldn't be using what you have.
And then I don't. Well, if I've got nothing, I haven't even got my coin anymore.
Well, there we go.
Yeah. It's a very good point.
This is not just going to be a walk in and walk out.
No.
If we use it now,
Just need to pay the toll as well.
if we don't use it now, we can't get in, and if we use it now, then what are we going to do?
Also, they're patting people down physically. Spell's an illusion.
True.
I'm assuming an illusion.
Bold.
It's not physically. So, okay,
Illusions
so
do
we
not
can't
have
use
any
it
physical
anyway. Oh, well,
manifestation.
that saves that. At least that solves that.
Yeah, my classics, not.
There is a way that I can at least distract them, but I think we might have to end up using the rush the gate thing again. If I can enthrall all of them with my song, and you can get everybody else in the queue to rush the gate at the same time, then we might all be able to get through. Then the problem is I would then be left on the other side having stopped singing.
I know something that might scare them enough to get the crowd to rush through.
What's that?
If only someone could look like one of those Bale people.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Mm.
Well, I don't think it would be fun. I think it's a dreadful idea, but it might be effective.
Sorry, I tend to use the word fun for anything that just generally sounds. Anyway, yeah, it's a good idea.
You do also know that there are the cliff gates. You'd have to sort of skirt the edge of the city to get to Dusthawk Hill and go through Dusthawk Hill, which is a nature reserve and is not supposed to be walked on, to get around the side to tumble down in the cliff gates. That's
Would
another way.
the cliff gates be a lot easier to get in than here?
You don't know. You get the sense that city's not quite on lockdown, but they
It's
are
bloody close. Yeah.
What we could do if we went to Tumbledown is find someone who we could ask for ways through that aren't
The frog
gate.
people?
The what?
The bull
Not
ones.
far
Bully-
from
bully
there,
ones.
yeah. If we went to Tumbledown, we might be able to get through without going through the gate. There might be other ways. People might know. We might
there
be
might be
able
ways here too. You don't know.
No, there's no one here
We don't know
that we can
anyone.
ask. I mean,
Well, I guess causing a panic and having citizens run at guards is probably not a good way of doing things. Some of them might get injured.
Yes.
Tumbledown's got a lot of Walking Dead.
I prefer to deal with Walking Dead than these guards at the moment.
I know, but I can imagine later on you'd say, we should have
That is
dealt with
true.
those guards instead
Yep.
of these Walking Dead.
Yes, that is true.
It's a thing that we always say.
Yep.
Well, if you want me to put on a scary show, I can. But no guarantees on the outcome.
And I can always do detect thoughts and push further and find out someone's really, really bad, deepest, darkest secrets, and we can use it against them as blackmail if you really want to do that.
That sounds amazing.
I like your style.
Please don't do that to me.
As you're all
That's not a
thinking
bad idea.
about various ways to get into the Basilisk Gate and back into the city, and then back into the upper city,
yes.
then through the traps and tribulations of the Hall of Wonders
Yep.
to retrieve a paintbrush, to
Yep.
forge some paintings, to trick
Yes.
an entire cult
Yes.
into being...
Yes, 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 yes.
That's
yes,
what's
yes,
gonna
yes,
happen.
Yes, yes, yes.
Trick an
That's what's
entire
gonna
cult into giving themselves up in front of the city guard that also want you to arrest you for murder. We're going to end there. Give you plenty of time to start formulating all those plans. Woo!
I don't know. Yeah, okay.
Thank you very much for joining us, everyone.
Thank you very much indeed.
Yes, this has been Baldur's Gate Framed. We are playing
plans.
every Monday night from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. GMT. This was episode 7, so 5 more to go.
We've got a lot of stuff to do, in fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
A
have.
Yeah.
lot of stuff.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, we do.
I can't wait to see how it goes. So that's it from us. Join us back here, next Monday, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. GMT. We also have a live show on the first Tuesday of every month in London. It's at the Rosemary Branch Theatre. That's called Under Gods. It's DM'd by Chloe Mashter, who is excellent.
Excellent. Really.
And yes, that's on the first Tuesday of every month, so the next one's coming up relatively soon, so do join us for that. That's also streamed at twitch.tv/adventurerswanted. We also stream various games we run with Modifius. They are a video game company. They are a TTRPG company, sorry. They are currently working on a Star Trek TTRPG, which we have some one-shots of on our YouTube channel. And we've just started running the John Carter of Mars RPG as well, so there's some of those you can watch too. Those are all on our YouTube channel and will be streamed further on Twitch. Do follow us on social media to find out when things are streamed. That's Adventurers250 on Twitter or everywhere else, Instagram, Facebook. We are Adventurers Wanted. We're also on Patreon if you fancy patronising us and getting some homebrews from various games and thank you, Anna, and tickets to Underguards and getting more involved in what we do as a company. Any patronage is always gratefully received. Also, a huge thanks to our sponsors, D&D Beyond and Ultra Pro, both of whom sponsor everything that we do on the D&D channel as well as on our own, and we couldn't do anything without them. So, major thanks there as well. And you still have a chance for the next couple of minutes to win Barley Ray
Barley Babe
Bebson.
Epson.
Barley
Babe
Babe
Epson.
Epson. This is Barley Babe Epson. You can win her by talking in the Twitch chat now. You have maybe a couple of seconds to do so. So talk in the Twitch chat, and winner, if you have a UK address, we will send you a Twitch whisper to send you Barley in the post. Yes, I believe that's all from me. Is that all from everyone else? Thank you all for your time today.
Thank you.
Marvellous.
Thank you.
And yes, keep watching the skis. Bye.
Bye.
Bye!